one too. I got a story for you guys. You ready? I'm ready. I was chilling with a shorty. She was just a friend and we were heading to a party. Cruising in a boat, listening to Bob Marley. She insisted that she drive, and I said that was gnarly. The boat got rocky, so I was a little worried. Then I saw her down 7 sips of hot coffee. I asked, are you sleepy? And then she got salty. She drank a Red Bull so fast that it was shocking. I told her slow down, and she said real calmly, I'm a little tired, so my vision's kind of blurry. I worked all day, and my sleep was kind of spotty, but I do this all the time, and you are acting like a smarty. Maybe she was right, so I told her I was sorry, but she started getting close, so again it made me worry. Although she was my bro, she looked exactly like a Barbie. She said, wow, SpongeBob, you are such a cute hottie. You know, we don't really need to go to this party. I'll pull my boat over, let's get a little naughty. Back, woman, I'm a master at karate. Then she said,
show me, Zaddy.
I'm a head out. I am not the one for your fun, like a nun, I will run. Yeah, I'm a head out. I don't want to choose being used, you are missing some screws. Woman, I'm a head out. We were just friends, no pretends, now it all has to end. Yeah, I'm a head out, but maybe she was tired or wired. Maybe it wasn't what she desired. Maybe I'm a head out. A month later, I saw her in a crowd. She apologized to me and cooked me dinner at her house. I wondered why she wore such a skin-tight blouse, but I didn't think too much because I knew she had a spouse. She got up from the table and went over to the couch. She pulled a little knob and a mattress came out. She opened up her mouth and she said really loud,
come here, Zaddy Sponge, now.
I'm a head out. Yeah, I'm a head out. I don't want to choose being used, you are missing some screws. Woman, I'm a head out. I'm a head out. I'm a head out. You got a pit bull? I'm a head out. You failed high school? Yeah, I'm a head out. You peed in the pool? I'm a head out. You don't pump your own fuel? Yeah, I'm a head out. I forgot my wallet? I'm a head out. I clogged somebody's toilet? Yeah, I'm a head out. They got flamboyant? I'm a head out. They stopped getting unemployment? Yeah, I'm a head out. I'm a head out. I'm a head out. Yeah, I'm a head out. I am not the one for your fun, like a nun, I will run. Yeah, I'm a head out. I don't want to choose being used, you are missing some screws. Woman, I'm a head out. We were just friends, no pretends, now it all has to end. Yeah, I'm a head out, but maybe she was tired or wired. Maybe it wasn't what she desired. Yeah, a lot of people wonder why I'm so obnoxious. Like, why does SpongeBob have to yell so much? It's because deep down, I'm crazy! Crazy on the inside, crazy on the outside, yelling real loud at work with my mouth wide. Is he gonna snap? Well, yeah, it's about time. I'm gonna tell the truth in this booth, no shout, I'm a maniac. I got brains that romaine where my brain be at. I'm insane like a train that can play the tracks. I'm maintained like a lame that can play the sax. I'm ready. I'm ready, I'm ready. I'm ready.
We don't care about nobody business. We don't care about nobody Christmas. Walking down the street with a homebody business. Got no bridges, got no riches. My clarinet would get a lady with a quickness. She told me she liked all of my thickness. I'm so stiff, might as well be the swiftest. Putting on size on all of my chicken.
I just took a bus straight down to rock bottom. Flexing as a bus cause I got rock bottom. Girls shake cheeks in the middle of the street and they twerk like me, and you know that I taught them. Bonds on my feet, yeah, I'm a neat freak. In the winter, in the summer, in the spring and autumn. Look like a geek, but my shoes got a crease. You don't wanna test me, I'm a certified goblin.
Damn, Sponge, that was pretty tough.
Yeah, I know, Squidward. I am the GOAT when it comes to this.
I took you more of a white forces kind of guy.
Yeah, I just got a brand new polo. Leave me alone, fam, I like to be solo. When I quit this beat, got your boy on Domo. Got me a flow from my throat in the dozo. I don't do jokes, but your boy is a bozo. Flow so dope, folks gotta call a popo. Hustle so hard with my dope, cause I'm so woke. You don't want no smoke, dough like a slowpoke. Oh no, Sponge just touchdown. I'm about to run up in my zone like a touchdown. I'm about to hit a whole 6 like a touchdown. Crowd going crazy in the mix when I touchdown. Touchdown, he just got a bust down. I'ma keep blowing and I'm going to the sundown. When I pull up, the whole party got a shutdown. Got some Air Forces from a lady in a Dutchtown. Don't need a card, I just mob in the neighborhood. Straight mean mugging cause I wish that I hated would. Picking up trash in the street for the greater good. She wanna holler at me cause my paper good. But I'm not interested, so undisciplined. My flow go and they know it's unlimited. Patrick told me that I need to be exhibited. Your boy Sponge go hard every minute hit. puts me in a sailing mood, like I'm a sailor.
Hang on, I don't like this one. I'm
Let me
skipping
tell
this
you
one.
guys
I mean, this one's not
a
bad.
little bit of a day in the life of a sponge. Yeah.
Okay, me boy. Remember, take care of the Krusty Krab while I'm on vacation.
Yes, sir, Mr. Krabs.
And what is the #1 rule, SpongeBob?
Don't let Plankton get his hands on the formula.
Atta boy. SpongeBob, I'm leaving.
But Squidward, what about the Krusty Krab?
Whatever.
Now that Krabs is gone, I can finally use my hypnosis gun on SpongeBob and make him give me the formula. SpongeBob, we need to talk. Stop what you're doing and let's take a walk. Look right here, in the machine. I need what you see in between your thoughts. Let's go. Figure out the formula. I need the formula. That's what I need.
Okay, Plankton, I'm ready.
Let's go. Proceed.
Lettuce, pickles, onions, tomatoes, cheese is the finale.
Right.
Now I'm going to show you how to make the patty.
Okay.
First you add flour.
Flour.
Then a pinch of chum.
Chum.
Hey SpongeBob, we are going jellyfishing. Want to come?
Yeah, when I jellyfish, I be swinging like a Spider-Man. Make their belly squish, then release them like a sleight of hand. You got to admit he's spraying flames like the fireman. When I'm jellyfishing in the hills of the fields, I be catching them all like it's Pokemon.
SpongeBob, that's enough! Tell me how to make the patty, dude! If you tell me now, and I mean right now, then I swear you'll make me a happy dude!
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, Plankton. I think I'm in a distracted mood.
I really need this sponge. Speak so I can show my gratitude. SpongeBob, we need to talk. Stop what you're doing and let's take a walk. Look right here, in the machine. I need what you see in between your thoughts. Let's go! Think about the formula. I need the formula! That's what I need!
Okay, Plankton, I'm ready.
Let's go! Proceed!
Yeah, lettuce, pickles, onions, tomatoes, cheese is the finale.
Right.
Now I'm going to show you how to make the patty.
Okay.
First you add flour.
Flour.
Then a pinch of chum.
Chum.
SpongeBob, it's karate lesson time. Bring your bum.
Okay, yeah, I'm so strong. I look like a body shop, square head, legs long. I look like a lollipop, and I got karate skills. Just watch me karate chop. Hi-ya! Okay, maybe I should stop.
I swear, I'm about to go berserk if this goes any further. SpongeBob, get back to work. Show me how to make the burger.
Oh yeah, that's right, Plankton. You are such a good observer.
That's beside the point. Speaking, you better not murmur.
Lettuce, pickles, onions, tomatoes, cheese is the finale.
Right.
Now I'm going to show you how to make the patty.
Okay.
First you add flour.
Flour.
Then a pinch of chum.
SpongeBob, you forgot to feed your snail. Are you dumb?
Oops. Sorry, Plankton, but I have to go home and feed my snail.
You know what? I give up. I'm going to bed. This isn't worth it.
How all you boys and girls doing out there in Radio Land today? Is everyone having a good Friday? Yeah, Sandy Cheeks Milk. Oh my goodness gracious. That's right. That's right. Can you do a Plankton impression, Max?
Oh, that Sandy Cheeks milk. Oh, that Sandy Cheeks milk. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, my goodness gracious.
Pretty silly. Pretty silly. Not the best, but maybe not the worst. I'll leave that up to you guys. Who is the artist of the songs? That would be Your Boy Sponge on YouTube. Everyone check him out. Absolutely love his music. Max, can I be your little Discord kitten? What on earth would that be? What on earth would that be? I don't want a Discord kitten. All I want is a real life kitten. And I have one, and his name is Wolfo, so I'm doing okay. Max, why not Yuppie Psycho? Well, here's what we're gonna do. On Monday, I played Yuppie Psycho. And on Wednesday, I played Only Up. And today we're playing Cooking Companions. Which somebody suggested. I don't remember who at this juncture. But what we're going to do is on Monday, I'm going to hold a poll to see which game you guys want me to continue out of the 3 that I played this week. So on Monday, there's going to be a poll, and the poll is going to be something like, you know, which game would you like to see? Cooking Companion, Only Up, or Yuppie Psycho? But for today, it's just going to be Cooking Companions. We're going to try this out and see what it's all about. And I think it's going to be fun. Which do you hate the most? I don't know. I mean, I haven't tried this yet, but... Oh, that's adorable.
Whee! Cabbage!
Yeah, cabbage. Yes, that's right. Cabbage, that's right. But I mean, honestly, I liked Yuppie Psycho, or Yucky Psycho, whatever you want to call it. And I thought Only Up was a lot of fun. Only Up had a steep learning curve. So, it's tricky at first. But we're gonna see what this game is all about. Cooking Companions. I'm guessing it's a cooking game. I'm guessing it's like cooking Manya. Manya? It's like cooking Manya. We're gonna find out. What do you think, guys? Should we get into it? Who the funky is that? Get out of here, pervert. That guy looked like a real creep. Buddy, you gotta get out of here. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Do you wish to continue? What if I say no? Oh. It has an option for that. Day is turning into night. Better head home and eat dinner. What is this? This is the game that they put in the game if you don't want to play the game? I'm so confused. This cabin is completely silent. What do you want to check out? I said no! I said no. Max, today is my 30th birthday. Well, happy birthday. The bookshelf, the kitchen, look out the window, the bathroom, the bedroom, the basement door. I said no! I'm not consenting to this. The basement door is already unlocked. Okay. You open the door, ready to traverse the basement. Oof, that's spooky. That's a spooky thing right there. Thanks for playing. That's less spooky. Cooking Companions. Do I get the credits now? Voice acting. Deneen Melody as Cabbage. Well, glad we finally put that mystery to bed. So what did everyone think of the game? Yeah, can we go back to the title screen, please? So I can try that again and get a better ending. Max, are you going to tell on Twitter that you are streaming now? I wasn't planning on it today. I don't think I need to do that every time I stream. Yeah, back to the title screen, please. Please and thank you, back to title screen. Any day now. Overwhelmingly positive. Yeah, that's right. I hear a weird clicking noise. Wow, they really make you sit through the credits of a game that you didn't get to play because you selected no. You have selected no. It's one of my favorite Simpsons jokes. I enjoyed your Punch-Out video, so happy to catch you streaming here. Well, you know, we love to have you here, so thank you for joining us today. Basically, I just obliterated this game. Because I was so great at it. Just close the tab. Can I hit escape? No. Kickstarter backers. Special thanks to Junji Ito, Stephen King. They don't even know that this game exists. Guillermo del Toro. They have never even heard of this game. Markiplier. I don't know. Maybe he played it. And me. And I did the most work of all. When you really think about it. I should have got top billing in those credits because of all the work I did. Dear Dream Studios.
Whee! Cabbage!
Yeah, cabbage. Let's try that again. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Do you wish to continue? Yes! All right, now we got some characters, finally.
That walk was brutal, but this cabin is amazing. I am Gregor. Full kitchen, running water. It really has everything.
Finally, a place I can read a good book in peace. I can't wait to chew. I'm sorry, everyone. It must be the dust. I get those allergies under control, Maria.
Don't worry, guys. I'm sure with a little elbow grease, we can make this cabin shine.
So are you volunteering to clean, Gregor?
No.
Not many supplies here. Guess we'll have to go out to get what we need. There's a fireplace for making stew, so let's gather up some firewood, okay?
Leave that to me, little guy.
I'll tidy up around the cabin. Need to save Maria from dying due to this dust. Ha 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 ha. Hey! Allergies are nothing to joke about, Karen. She's not dead yet, Pipsqueak. Calm down. Thanks, Anatoly. I think I'll go foraging outside. With over 450 mosses, 900 fungi, and 70 slime molds, there's bound to be treasure up here. Who are these characters and how do they know each other? What is their relationship? At first I thought it was a family. I thought this was like the father, the mother, and then the son and the daughter, but they're not talking like they're a family. Roughing it is fun. Anatoly knows so much about edible foods. We're in good hands. I think the slime molds will be the most delicious. Most certainly not. What about the fungi? Do you even know which ones are poisonous, Anatoly? I could figure that out. You can be the canary in the coal mine, Anatoly. I'm not ending up a corpse here. Eek! Keep both eyes open, little guy. Plenty of wolves and brown bears around. They won't be a problem. I read up on 10 different techniques to incapacitate them. Number 1 is... Anatoly! Oh yeah, sorry Maria. What an awful name, Anatoly. Why would you name your character that? Get some chicken out of the woods. I'll try. See if there's any chicken in the woods. Got carried away, excuse me. Haha. Got carried away. I'll help Anatoly look for food. I'm definitely better at warding off wild animals. If we come up empty-handed, we can always eat some of the food we've brought. You mean the emergency rations? Bad idea, chump. That's no way to speak to your son. That's your son! It's your son you're talking to. Hey, Anatoly and Maria are getting the food. Gregor is gathering the firewood. That makes you our designated chef. Everyone's looking at you expectantly. You nod. Okay, so I'm some other 5th character. I guess. I'm none of these people. I'm someone else. Very excited to try your cooking. Well, I know my way around a soup ladle. All right, everyone, let's go to work while there's still sunlight. Later. Maria, Anatoly, Gregor. The 3 exit the cabin, leaving you and Karen alone. All right, here we go. Alone time with Karen. I think Anatoly put the supplies in the kitchen. Thanks for helping out with the cooking. Tutorial. To save the game, right-click or hit the escape button on your keyboard to pull up the menu. Okay. This menu will also allow you to adjust volume levels or exit to the title screen to view unlockables. Please note! Going back to the main menu or exiting the game without saving will remove progress you've made. Be sure to save. Nah, man, she has the anime mom braid. She gonna die. Is the anime mom braid like a trope I'm not familiar with? That's the anime mom braid? Do you have any experience making meals? Of course. Probably not. I'm extremely lazy. Say nothing. I do. Is that so? Humph. Looking at you, I think you'd be good at serving up food poisoning. Right? Looks like Karen will remember that. Anyways, going to check out the living room. Let's talk later. I thought we were supposed to be cooking something. Karen heads to the living room and starts dusting a bit. You decide to look around the kitchen to find the ingredients for the meal tonight. Who are these people? How does... Is it just a group of friends, or is it a family? Why are we here? Who are we? Establishing, please? Establish something? Something needs to be established? Tutorial. You never know what you'll find around the cabin. Clues and secrets may be revealed by searching an area more than once. Why not give it a try? What area do you want to search first? Behind the woodpile. There's nothing but cobwebs back there. How useful. Thankfully, no spiders. What would help to make you understand the 4 characters are refugees of war? Yeah, maybe. They are deaf fuck buddies? Max, keep clicking the same choices. No, I don't want to do that. Thank you to Broken Monkey for the sub. Or I guess you subbed with Prime. I don't know if I get money for that. But you know what? I'm going to thank you anyway. I don't know exactly how that works, but I'm going to thank you anyway. The cupboards. The first few cupboards are empty. Anatoly must have put the supplies somewhere else. The drawers. You check the drawers on the left. Just some dirty knives. Okay, well, I've done all of them. I see a little mouse hole down there. That's where Jerry lives. Gonna have a little Tom and Jerry adventure. We got a knife. This is a beautiful illustration, frankly. I love this. Wish I could draw like this. You look at the wood logs closer. Huh? This is just a pile of Norway spruce. The Norway spruce won't burn as hot as logs from oak trees. Okay. Don't really see how that's relevant. Thank you to Moxie is Comfy for the gifted sub. Okay. Not getting anything new there. You check the cupboards again. Just some mouse turds and cobwebs. Gross! Disgusting, even. You check the drawer above the mouse hole. Some kind of mold is growing in this one. Maybe Karen will find it appetizing. Oh boy, what a Karen, huh? Check the drawer above the wood pile. Something is making it difficult to open. You pull it open with all your might. Whoa!
Cabbage!
Hey, it's cabbage time! All right! This guy's my new best friend. Actually, maybe I like the bread better. Can I be friends with the bread? Chompettes, sound off! Never fear, Onion is here! Like my cousin Cornbread says, I'll rise to the occasion. I don't see why you had to bring your cousin into it. You could also just say that. That could just be your saying. You're also bread. Always merry, Raspberry. Potato? Cabbage stuffed me into this drawer. I'm pretty sure this counts as kidnapping. Potato is not happy to be here. We're the Chompettes! Alright. Why talk with those boring humans? All they have to give you is drama. Come chat with us instead. We'll share valuable recipes you can cook. We'll share with you our secret Chompette recipes. Collect them all to become a 5-star chef. You can find unlocked recipes in the main menu under Extra, but be sure to save the game. To celebrate, here's your first recipe card. Roasted eggplant. Yes, cabbage, thank you. Roasted eggplant with sesame and pomegranate, meat-free. Did I get it? Did I get something? You unlocked your first recipe. If you ever want to talk, just come to the drawer. Chompettes! Let's move out! By which they mean, let's continue to stay in the drawer. Cabbage rudely slams the drawer closed. Alright, okay. Is this a product of our imagination? Are we schizophrenia? Yes, we are schizophrenia. We are all schizophrenia. You wonder if what you just saw was real. You're slightly worried about what this means for your mental state. But only slightly. Hey, Booby Lady's back. Hey, I'm Karen. Did you find the supplies? You shake your head. Anatoly lied. He actually put them in the bedroom. Idiot. Here you go. You got the emergency supplies. Karen leaves you alone. You start a fire with some of the wood and get to work on cooking dinner. Tonight's entree, vegetable stew. In a large saucepan over medium heat, you heat some water with potatoes, carrots, and celery in it. 15 minutes later, you drain the pan and set the vegetables aside. Placing some butter in the saucepan, you melt it over medium heat. Throwing some chopped onions in, you cook it about 10 minutes. The onions are tender and translucent. Perfect. You next mix in some flour, salt, pepper, and heavy cream into the saucepan, adding the vegetables to the mixture. Hours pass. Hey, everyone's back. The people who we don't know how know each other.
We're back. More firewood than you'll ever need.
We found some wild sorrel. Maybe tomorrow we'll have a bigger bounty. Who even knows what that could be? I like his little squirrel friend, or whatever that animal is. What animal does that look like to you guys? This, right there. What is that? Anatoly's burying the lead. We saw a red deer. Maria spotted it. ... Yeah, that's great. Anyways, killed 17 spiders today while you were out looking at deer. Gah! That should come as no surprise. There's over 160 species of spiders here. Oh, 160? She doesn't like spiders. She's not a fan.
Don't worry, Maria. I'm sure they were all in the bathroom or something.
No. Almost all of them were near the couch. Gah! I was going to sleep on the couch. That's where 16 of them were. I'm not sleeping on that couch then.
And there's only 2 beds in the bedroom. Don't sweat it, Maria. I can sleep anywhere. So I'll sleep in the rocking chair. I'll sleep with one eye open, just in case any of them swarm the couch.
Thanks, Gregor.
Karen and Anatoly, you take the bedroom.
Thanks, big guy. Joke's on you, Gregor. I always planned on taking one of the beds. Hey, Anatoly, I snore louder than a lumberyard. Eck. Sweet dreams, chump. You turn back to your bubbling vegetable stew and try a bite. That looks pretty tasty. It looks very carrot heavy. I'm not a carrot fan. Anatoly is a femboy? Yeah, I would say he's pretty femboy. Seems like there's a running theme with all the games that I play, that they all have femboys in them. This tastes pretty good. You cooked vegetable stew! You set the table and ask everyone to dig in. Oh, what a nice image. Oh wow, this smells delicious. Thank you. You must be a world-class chef. Karen takes a bite. It's bland as hell. Karen. Tastes like every other vegetable stew I've ever had. It's so generic. Could probably use some meat next time. Gross. For a side dish, we could bake some bread and utilize the Fregaria vesca, also known as strawberries, for some jam. Nobody cares, pipsqueak. Everyone laughs at Karen's polite ribbing. I wouldn't call it polite, but okay. Nothing makes you happier than cooking a great meal for friends. Hey, what did I tell you? No chocos in the chat. That's haram. Don't think I don't see those chocos. Okay? Haram. Choco is haram. This could very well be the best day you've ever had. You go to bed stuffed. Off to a weird start. Still don't really know what's going on.
Hey, you up? How'd you sleep? I was so warm last night I didn't even need a blanket.
What time is it?
About 1 hour until dawn.
Will you two pipe down? Trying to sleep over here. Yawn. Gregor, the birds outside aren't making much noise yet.
We didn't bring many supplies, remember? Better to get a head start on gathering food.
I honestly can't see the trees outside right now. Gregor, did you see any spiders last night? There was a small one in the bathroom. Eck! Actually, I did see a centipede by the sink. Maria turns a little pale.
Karen's messing with you, Maria. Let's find more than wild sorrel today.
What is sorrel? I don't know what that is.
Gah! If you're lucky, little guy, maybe I'll teach you how to catch some wild brown trout.
What's with you and meat, big guy? Anatoly's herbalism book stated that there's many more species of plants to eat out here. Let's leave the fish alone. You know, I'm not, into meat. That's a shame. I'd wake up early to go fishing.
Cheer up, Karen. We'll get to observe the trout, at the very least. Maybe we'll see more red deer today.
That sounds like a waste of time, Gregor. Why is she bitchy? She's bitchy. She's got a bad attitude. Haha, maybe we'll find some blackthorn berries. I love blackthorn berries.
We'll be back later. Can you watch our stuff today?
You nod. Thank you.
Thanks.
This game is going nowhere fast, unfortunately. Don't steal anything, okay? You nod. As if I would ever. As if I would ever! Maria, Anatoly, Gregor, and Karen leave the cabin with a hop to their step. You're alone, but thankfully you have a drawer of chompettes to keep you company. Tutorial. Each day you'll be asked to explore a different part of the cabin. You only get one choice, then the day will end. Choose wisely. What do you want to check out today? Talk with the chompettes. Check out the bedroom. Look around the bathroom. Go into the basement. Something scary about that basement. I don't know. Karen's still bad, though? I mean, Karen is bad. But I just don't know if it justifies the bitchiness, you know? Let's check out the bathroom. Yeah, that's a bathroom, all right. Yep, it's a bathroom. Toilet, bathtub, and a cabinet underneath the sink. Open the cabinet? No. You remembered what Anatoly said about spiders around the cabin. You don't need one to jump out at you from the cabinet. You decide to leave it for someone else to discover. You decide to wait around for the others to return. We're back. Tee-hee-hee.
Knock it off, Maria.
It's pretty rare to be scared of one.
It's not.
Who knew the big guy would be so scared of...
Shut up. You don't understand.
I don't think anyone understands, Gregor. It was just a marmot, Gregor, not a monster. Maria laughs so hard that your ears ring. Okay, we get it. She's laughing. Maria. Tears are rolling down Maria's cheeks. Maria! Calm your tits, okay? It's not that funny. It's just a marmot. She's laughing so hard that she's about to hyperventilate. Stop Maria from hyperventilating? Absolutely not. One less mouth to feed, right?
You don't get it. It's pretty personal.
Then please explain, big guy. Gregor looks incredibly uncomfortable. Let's leave him alone. We found some raspberries and elderberries near the cabin. Quite the selection of berries. We also found more wild sorrel. Is this going to be good enough for a good meal? Everyone is looking at you for an answer. You decide to do an inventory of all available ingredients. It takes you a while, but you decide on your speciality, cabbage rolls. Hey, and I know just the cabbage for the job. You first bring a large pot of water to a boil. You let the cabbage leaves boil for 2 minutes, draining the pot into the sink. In a medium mixing bowl, you combine some cooked rice, onion, and egg, salt and pepper, along with some tomato sauce. I thought I was going to be cooking things. This game is just describing cooking. I thought this was a cooking game. Do I not get to cook anything? What do these do? I'm not sure. You use your hands to mix thoroughly and decide to wash your hands after. It won't come off. Dividing the rice mixture evenly between the cabbage leaves, then you roll them up and tie a string around them so they stay in one piece. You place the cabbage rolls in a large skillet over medium heat, pouring the rest of the tomato mixture on over the top. Covering it, you bring it to a boil. You reduce the heat to low and let the cabbage rolls simmer for about 40 minutes, being sure to baste it with the liquid. Oh god, that looks awful. I wouldn't like that. That would not be for me. You cooked cabbage rolls! This game is making me hungry? I mean, I'm not hungry for this. The soup earlier didn't look terrible. This looks like vegetables with ketchup on it. Looks very unappetizing. Maria looks optimistic. Karen looks skeptical. Anatoly looks curious. Gregor looks thrilled. You watch intently as everyone takes the first bite. Max, there is not going to be real cooking. Well, that's a shame. Is it just a visual novel? It's just a visual novel, huh? I mean, you know, like I said, I think as a visual novel, it would be doing better to, like, establish these characters and their relationship, because I'm just not sure. Not sure what their relationship is. I need to know how these people know each other. First, I thought it was a family. That's pretty darn good. Wow, I could eat the whole batch by myself. I think the vegetable stew tasted better, but I'm loving how tender the cabbage is. The sauce is pretty red. Did you use fresh tomatoes for it? It really adds to it. Spoon some of the liquid on top of it. You'll thank me later. Incredible! It's definitely growing on me. Thanks again for cooking. This really was something special. Everyone leaves the dishes behind for you to do. Oh gee, thanks guys! Thanks. Typical. Typical. Not happening. You settle in and go to bed. Everyone goes to bed full. Tomorrow will be another great day. Are we on vacation? Is this like a retreat into the woods that we're doing? Do we live here now?
Good morning, everyone.
Gah. Again, Gregor? Can't you let us sleep in?
Not today.
Why?
Storm clouds are gathering outside. We need to find some food before it begins to downpour.
Gregor, you're overreacting. We have enough food to last us a while.
Enough food? I thought we used most of the supplies for last night's dinner.
He's right. The meal you made was delicious, but it used a lot of what we had. Gregor's also correct. Precipitation is unusually high in this area, with many areas being high risk for flooding. Oh, that's not Gregor. It'd be foolish to not go out and look for food today. You really think it will flood? Thankfully, the cabin is on high ground, but that doesn't mean we're safe from floodwaters.
It's always a possibility, so it can't hurt to be prepared.
You're losing it, Gregor. Karen, there's nothing to worry about. I think Gregor's right, Karen. Huh? It won't hurt to prepare for the worst. Humph. I think she's right, Karen. Fail to prepare, prepare to fail.
Anatoly, let's go out and prepare for the storm.
Foraging should be a key priority today. There are plenty of edible foods, and it has better odds than trying to hunt. There are plenty of edible foods, and it has better odds than trying to hunt. So I guess just looking for food? Give me a few minutes, and I'll plot out our route on some paper.
Let me help, little guy.
Who are these people? I just joined the stream, and this was not what I was expecting to see. Well, it wasn't what I was expecting to do. Anatoly and Gregor head to the bedroom to consult the map. Yeah, that's what they're going to do in the bedroom. They're definitely not having gay sex in there. Maria and Karen are still hanging around. Tutorial. Unfortunately in life, you can't make everyone happy. When given a choice to speak to a character, choose wisely. You can only select one of them. Try to max out your bond with certain characters for unique dialogue and scenarios. Which one would you like to talk to? Alright guys, Maria or Karen? Maria is the short one and Karen is the big one with the giant booba. Maria, Arkin. Arkin, come on. Maria, Karen. Oh my gosh, you guys are so effing split. Karen with Booba. Giant Booba, lol. Goofball. There's no Goofball. The Goofball path is in the DLC. She has small tits like a femboy. Alright, I can see the appeal of that, I suppose. I am gonna go with Karen. Hey. This paper nailed to the wall looks pretty ancient. What were the old days like? I'm not sure what you mean. Never mind. You must enjoy these antiques, huh? You bore Karen with some brief, yet dull, descriptions of items laying around. Cool, I'll tell, the others later. Karen looks disturbed by your comments. You hear a loud laugh from the other room. Gregor and Anatoly come back from their meeting. Gregor is blushing slightly. Yeah, they had gay sex.
Hey, can you cook something while we're out?
You nod.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. Oh, wait, that's still him.
All right, everyone. We have our route now. Let's beat those rain clouds.
Oh boy. The group leaves, determined as ever. You have the cabin all to yourself. Oh, do I have a radio? What's that noise? Sounds like it's coming from the kitchen. Huh? Radio? What's going on with that radio? You didn't even notice it on the ground when you walked in. Somebody leave this radio here? It looks newer than anything you've seen before. Seems to be broken. Better hold on to this. You got the strange radio. Before you cook dinner, what should you check out? Inspect the kitchen, check out the bedroom, look around the bathroom, go into the basement. Let's go into the spooky basement. Your imagination runs wild, staring at the basement door. You try opening and closing the deadbolt, just in case. You mill around until the others return. So I couldn't even get into the basement. Oh my gosh. For the love of God, something happen! Maria's back early today. Maria, you look frazzled. Hey. The others are still looking for food outside. Anatoly found some more berries. But nothing that will feed all of us. Please don't tell the others, but I'm a little worried about our supplies. I crunched the numbers and we don't have enough food, even with rationing, to last if there's a big storm and we get stuck here. Are they going to resort to cannibalism? God, I hope so. Now that would be interesting. Another Tom and Jerry hole right there. Maria seems disappointed in your inventory management. Can you try cooking with a little less this evening? You nod. Thank you. You've done such a great job with meals so far. You're very sweet. Is Maria blushing a little bit? Is Maria brushing her hair? Maria will remember that. Oh. Your relationship is stronger. Yeah! One step closer to getting that smooch, right, guys? Maybe you can teach me to cook sometime. You nod, looking forward to it. Hey, you could hold cooking classes here someday. Well, I don't know. Where are we? And why are we here? And who are we? Where am I? What am I? Who am I? Rudely interrupting a tender moment, the others burst into the cabin. Hey, guys.
Don't be so down, everyone. We got tons of good berries.
Jam is so bland without any sugar. Do you have any sugar? You shake your head sadly. Yikes.
Turn that frown upside down, Karen. Who knows what tomorrow will bring?
I'm not smiling for you, Gregor. Eek, you missed out. The sunset was really tremendous on our way back. I wish they wouldn't have fictional characters say eek, because I don't think anyone ever says eek in the real world. Having a character say eek sounds like the hallmark of bad writing. We need to eat Karen first. She is the second biggest. Well, why would we eat the second biggest first? And not just the biggest. Hues of orange, red, even a little purple poking out. Oh, I'll show you a little purple poking out, alright. Red sky at night, sailor's delight. Red sky in the morning, sailors take warning.
So we can expect a sailor's delight tomorrow. That's awesome.
You're such an optimist, big guy. We must have walked a few miles today. Gorgeous sights. You could even see snow on the tips of the mountains. Oh, someone's stomach is rumbling. That rumble sounded like a dying calf. You look from person to person, trying to determine who it was. It was definitely Maria. Maria? I'd recognize that sound from anywhere. Gah! Guilty! Maria looks embarrassed, but the group laughs at her honesty. Except for you. You search your mind for something to say, but all you can think of is an old riddle. Ahem. Those who have it do not want it. Those who have it least succeed. Those who have it for long perish. When you feed it, it gets smaller. What am I? Dust? Try again, big guy. Everyone is pondering the answer. Maria's face lights up. I got it. Is it hunger? Correct! Yeah, I was going to guess that.
So, what's on the menu tonight, chef?
These people only eat once a day? Bread and jam. That's, oof, what a fancy dinner. You crush the berries in your small mortar and pestle, spreading it on some crusty bread. Oh, man. That's underwhelming. Just crushed berries on bread. You cooked raspberry jam and bread. The bread's a little tough. Gregor, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. But this homemade jam is to die for.
Sorry.
No, you're right, Gregor. This bread stinks. Maria? Everybody laughs. You're not sure this could be called a meal, but it got the job done. Everyone thanks you for dinner and heads off to sleep. Maybe if they fish, they'll have food to eat. Yeah, I mean, if we're about to starve, they shouldn't be getting picky. This game is a roller coaster. I'm waiting for something to happen already. You have a strange dream. Something is riding on your back, and it's becoming a nuisance. You try to see it in the mirror, but you can't get a good look at it. You try almost everything, but it won't get off. The pain between your shoulder blades is getting worse by the minute. You wander away from the cabin, stumbling by a river to soak your pain in cool water. You didn't want things to come to this, but you've exhausted all other options. You swim out to the middle. Rocks on the bottom cut your feet. You slip and fall to your knees. You lean back, trying to submerge the thing underneath the waters, but it won't drown. It won't drown. It won't drown. You splash frantically, plunging your head beneath the water. The current takes you downstream. You try swimming to the shore, but it's no use. Water fills your mouth and nostrils. After a minute, you stop struggling against the current. As you gaze up at the sky, you feel it leaving your back, drifting into the sky as you sink to the bottom. As you take your last gasp, you see what was on your back staring into your eyes. But you don't even have the air in your lungs to scream. You wake in a cold sweat. Was that me, or was that whatever was on my back? It was definitely something spooky looking. This where things get good, Max. Don't worry. Okay. Sounds good.
Wake up. Sorry, you were making strange noises in their sleep.
Even if things do get good, my primary critique is that I dislike how it kind of started in the middle of the story without, like, just some kind of prompt at the beginning of, like, you know, this is me, these are my friends, this is why we're going to a cabin in the woods. Just, like, this needs to be established somehow. Because instead of enjoying the opening, like I should be, I'm spending the opening wondering what's going on and wondering who these people are. Maybe it'll be revealed later? I don't know. But that's just my own personal critique. You don't have to agree with me if you don't want to. What's going on, Gregor? Did the lightning wake you up? It's supposed to have a storm here on Monday. It woke me up. Tried to fall back asleep, but it's so loud. Ugh. Let's just get back to sleep and talk about this in the morning. Everyone nods in agreement and gets back to bed. Except for you. You can't fall back asleep. You still have goosebumps from the nightmare. Karen's snoring is louder than a sawmill. You find it very loud and very distracting. You don't sleep a wink. Everyone is now up and awake in the cabin. You hear the front door open and quickly slam shut. Anatoly sounds petrified. I looked out the door and we're completely surrounded by floodwaters.
Looks like sailors take warning was more appropriate for today.
Maybe it'll clear up tomorrow?
You can't steal big guy's optimism, Karen.
Why the hell not? That's all he has going for him.
Ugh. He's also good at chopping wood, though. Knock it off, you two. Maria, do you think it'll clear up tomorrow?
I give it a 27% chance of it clearing up tomorrow. Based on what? I was bored stiff, so I read a book on local precipitation levels for the last 20 years in the living room. Sounds like you're stealing Anatoly's thunder. Anatoly, you're a book nerd, right? Why didn't you read it? See, if they were friends, why wouldn't they know this about each other? So it doesn't seem like they're friends. Like, you're friends with him, but you don't even know that he's a book nerd? Couldn't make it past the cover. Is that right? Yes? That bookshelf has some great books on artisan crafting and natural sciences. Why let them sit there gathering dust? How did you arrive at a 27% chance of it clearing up tomorrow? It's easy. Take the time of year, multiply it by a factor of... Maria begins to explain meteorology to you. She isn't dumbing any of this down, which is why the writer of the game is avoiding including it, because they don't want to do any research. I don't know how to pronounce any of that. So the first thing you need to understand, minutes of explanation feel like hours. You look over at Anatoly. He's listening intently to Maria. So intently, he hasn't blinked yet. You can see his eyes drying up. A tear rolls down one of his cheeks. This is brutal to watch. He's crying because he doesn't like listening to her talk about meteorology? Maria finally wraps up her lecture. She ends with a bow. Nobody claps. Tough crowd. Maria, that was awe-inspiring. You lost me a few minutes in, but it's okay.
I didn't understand a word of it, huh?
Gugh. Anatoly turns to you. Anyway, there's no telling how long this will last. We can't leave the cabin until the floodwaters stop. I know our food situation is a little tight, but I know you'll make the right decisions.
I believe in you. ...
Me too. It looks like we have enough leftover berries for more bread and raspberry jam.
I'll pass on the jam. Just give me more crusty bread.
Everyone laughs, except for you. With everyone stranded in the cabin, you need to keep everyone fed and happy. You sneak out to the kitchen while everyone's still talking. This could be getting bleak. This is suddenly looking very bleak. I mean, would there be a way to traverse floodwaters? I guess it depends on how bad they are, but you could build like some kind of a little raft. And, you know, just try to like float on it and kick your feet the best you can. The water would be cold. I don't know if there are any like... I don't know if it's like an ironclad rule that you're not allowed to swim in floodwaters, but... It would be scary, but You would do it before you resort to cannibalism, which is where I think this is going. You get out some crusty bread and get to work making some more jam. With the kitchen to yourself, you decide to check in on the Chompettes. Oh yes.
Hello.
My food friends that I forgot existed.
Don't worry, as leader of the Chompettes, I'll make sure none of the humans know about us. That big guy would try eating me like an apple, so definitely don't tell them about us.
Hey, you guys are food! You guys are food! We're sitting here looking for food. We don't have any food. You guys are food! Potato has nothing to say. Bread. Ha 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 ha.
Are your plans going awry? Got another cornbread classic for you. Did you hear about the bread maker's bakery burning down? No? Her business is now toast! That one's been done to death. Do you know how raspberry and milk were introduced?
By berries and cream. You tell her no.
Raspberry milk shake.
You let out an audible groan.
Did cornbread teach you that one?
Nope, wasted an entire day thinking about that terrible pun.
It was well worth the time and effort, Raspberry. Maybe you'll win the annual Chompette comedy competition this year.
Raspberry.
Of course. Not while I'm here. I won't choke on stage this year.
Isn't that every year, Bread?
We still talk about that closing line, Bread. You're going to do great this year. ... Anyways, don't even think of eating us if you're hungry.
I'm thinking about it right now, frankly.
Chompettes stick together through thick and thin.
Raspberry.
Rain and shine. Feast or famine.
Potato, I swear to God, repeat the line or we're locking you up again.
Life or death. That's right. Chompettes, move out.
That's who I have to eat. I would rather eat Chompettes than eat my friends, maybe, who are maybe friends, maybe not friends, maybe family, maybe not family. Oh, Damn, this is gonna be like Sausage Party when you cook them? Well, we'll find out. You bring the crusty bread and jam into the living room. Hey, you guys know we got Chompettes we can eat, right? Karen interrupts as you bring in the food. Took you long enough. Karen looks at the 2 slices of bread left and the mason jar of raspberry jam. There's mold on these last 2 slices of bread. Nobody's happy about that.
Karen is right.
What the hell is the matter with you? Okay, we don't have to get angry. We don't have to make this personal, Karen. Karen, you're acting like a Karen. And you know what? I've heard some people say that that's a racial slur, and it might be, but you know what? I'm saying it anyway. You are acting like a Karen. You grip the knife tightly in your hand. You think this is enough for 5 of us?
Wait, we can't throw this bread away. It's all we have left.
Guys, we have Chompettes. We have a whole drawer of Chompettes we can eat. Gregor's right. Anatoly, will mold spores give us food poisoning? I'm no scientist. Sorry. Let's pick off as much mold as we can. We can't leave with the floodwaters, so this will have to last us another day. Everyone grimly nods, ripping apart their piece like a pack of wolves. Starlight Stellar, thank you for the sub at tier 1. I appreciate it. Gregor seems to unhinge his jaw and eat it in one bite. He looks like a duck eating bread. Well, I would say he looks like a man eating bread. Thanks again. Bread and jam isn't much of a meal, but it's more than we had left. It's more than we had when we left Ukraine. Are they really refugees from Ukraine? Is that this game? No. No. That is not where this is going. Plenty of rainwater outside, so at least we won't die of dehydration. But until this storm is over, nobody should leave the cabin. Should clear up if we just give it a chance. Anatoly, where are you getting that information from? one of the books on the bookshelf about the climate here. You're illiterate, so that definitely is a lie. He's illiterate? Is that real? Or is she just insulting him?
I've seen him reading. Little guy's been studying. He can read. Don't talk about my femboy lover that way.
I'm serious. He pretends to read those books because he wants us to think that he's smart, but I can tell he's just staring at the page, faking it.
What do you think?
Oh, he's asking that to me. Anatoly doesn't know his weather conditions from a hole in the ground. Karen is correct. Anatoly can read. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. Do I recall him reading? I don't. I don't recall him reading. So I don't know. Fart. I'm gonna say no. I don't think we should trust him if he is only acting like he knows what he's talking about. Gah! You're funny. I keep pretending with those books, Anatoly. Brutal, Karen. I found an old picture book in the living room, Anatoly. Let me know if you want it, small fry.
Karen.
Karen smiles at you. Okay, this game is starting to pick up. This game is starting to win me over. It's starting to get weird. I like it.
I guess let's call it a day.
Yeah. Sure. All it took to win you over was Ukraine. Sort of. I mean, if the idea is that the reason that we're in this cabin is because we're fleeing from a war-torn Ukraine, I would say that's a pretty interesting premise for a visual novel. I've certainly never played one like that before. Everyone shuffles off to their sleeping areas. 6 minutes later. I'm glad you called out Anatoly's bluff. You continue to impress. It's a shame Anatoly is sleeping in the same bedroom. I should have never let him be the one to share with me. But what if it was just me and you? Oh, I like where this is going. I'm sure we could study and squeeze a few novels in before bed. You nod. Well, we'll have to see if we can kick someone out at some point, right? Oh, you'll have to tell me about that anatomization book on the shelf. Really cool pictures in there. Karen looks like she has a crush on you. Let me know if you're ever free for a lesson. Okay. Karen walks away, looking very happy. You are definitely sure Karen will remember that. All right. Karen wants the D, ladies and gentlemen. Karen is down to clown. Your relationship is stronger. Can't wait to get the good smooch from Karen. You get ready for bed and put a blanket on. You go to sleep very hungry. Even with all this water, she's still thirsty. That's not a bad bit. You don't dream the entire night, but you sleep through everyone waking up. And that's how fast a deer could run if startled. Whoa! Incredible. Impressive. Yawn. I wish we had a deer here. With the food getting lower, let's just skip today's meal. No! It's only for one day. Various cultures and religions have practiced fasting throughout history. That doesn't make us feel any better, Anatoly. What options do we have? Our food wasn't rationed properly. Anatoly leaves, mumbling to himself. So passive-aggressive of him. Everyone goes to a separate area. Karen in the bedroom, Gregor in the living room, Maria in the kitchen, and Anatoly in the bathroom. Who do you want to speak to? Karen. Karen, please! Karen, please! Oh, ho, 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 here we go. Looks like she's just slicing away at a block of wood, sexily. Hey. Can I let you in on a secret? I've actually enjoyed your cooking so far. The others expect me to be rude and mean. So I have to keep that reputation up, right? Can't have anyone thinking I'm soft. You're not sure where this is coming from. Promise me you'll give me some cooking lessons soon. Okay? She's not ready yet, but you nod politely. Why is she not ready? Why is she not ready for cooking lessons? Thank you. You're definitely sure Karen will remember that. It's my new girlfriend. Your relationship is stronger. You leave Karen by herself. Everyone looks pretty down this evening. Yeah, maybe because we're all a bunch of war refugees who are starving. That might have something to do with it. Wish the rain would just stop. You're all doing great. We must be almost at the end of this nightmare.
I'm so hungry.
Me too. You are too. You wish everyone a good night and get ready for bed. Things are looking dire. Things are looking dire, you guys. Hey Max, have you ever heard of the Baba Yaga? Yeah, is that gonna be the monster in this game? An old witch with chicken legs is gonna come out of the woods and bite me? Cast a spell. You have a strange dream. A boy is yelling at you in the kitchen. You keep telling him to lie down on the tray. He keeps shaking his head, calling you names, so you do it. You lie down on the tray and make your body as flat as a board. You show him how it's done. His anger turns to courage, and he pushes you into the oven. That's the classic. It's a classic bait and switch. Okay, listen, I'm gonna lie down on this pan pointed at the oven to show you how I want you to lie down on the pan pointed at the oven. Wait, don't push me in the oven! As the stench of burning hair fills your lungs, you see him sneering back at you. You wake in a cold sweat. I walked away for 20 minutes to cook dinner and I come back to find zany shit about people starving and nightmaring about monsters. Yeah, things have taken a turn. And not a turn for the better, unfortunately. Everyone seems to be sleeping in later than normal. Their stomachs must have kept them awake all night. The rain is still pouring outside. You can barely make out the trees from the windows. You hear a stirring of blankets, arms, and legs. Maria looks petrified. I couldn't sleep. Anatoly has bags under his eyes. The storm is too loud. Karen looks out of it. Oof. The cabin was creaking so much last night. It sounded alive. Gregor looks a little bit gaunt. What does gaunt mean?
I got a good look out the window.
And?
Couldn't see anything due to the rain.
Great observation, Gregor. I was so hungry last night. I kept pacing around my bed. Karen turns to you. When is this going to end? I checked outside the door again. Floodwaters keep rising. Unfortunately, we're going to need to stay put unless one of us wants to drown in rainwater.
As soon as the weather lets up, we'll be able to scavenge for supplies.
How close is the nearest town?
I don't know.
Didn't you have a map on you?
I think I dropped it while we were running after Gregor. I'm sure it'll show up eventually.
Maria and Anatoly go white as a sheet. How are we going to find our way back now? We'll have to ride out the storm. Maria looks at you. We're down to our last slice of bread. I don't know how much longer we can keep putting off eating. The group stares at you. What are you looking at me for? What are you looking at me for?
It'll clear up in no time.
Maybe you're right. The group looks worried. They all gravitate to an area. You can tell Gregor's putting on fake optimism, and Maria is having trouble. Which one do you want to speak with today? Let's eat the squirrel. Yeah, let's eat the squirrel on Anatoly's shoulder. Like, that's good eating right there. Yeah? Maybe. Maria or Gregor? What do you guys think? I'm thinking Maria. I don't like Gregor, Maria. Surely if they all just had sex, it would distract from the starving. That's what I'm saying. Listen, we got a hot babe with big booba. We've got a femboy. We've got a big lumberjack. We've got good options for fuckery here. It's cold as hell over here. I'm surprised Gregor isn't freezing to death at night. How does he do it? You explain to Maria how the size of a person and fat content determine how warm they are naturally. Gah. Wish I was as big as Gregor. But to be honest, I don't need to be that tall to make a difference in the world. Do you know what he wanted to do for a career? There we go. Maria does her best Gregor impression.
Split firewood and gaze at the stars.
How boring is that? Depends on the person, but pretty boring. You're so funny. Thanks for coming in and chatting with me. Maria blushes a little. You make it easier to pass the time. Thank you. You're pretty sure Maria will remember that. Your relationship is stronger! Max, they can just eat some pussy. Hey now. Don't be vulgar. Watch your mouth, young man. No vulgarity in the chat, please. You call everyone together. They all look grim. You could cut the tension in the room with a knife. Everyone is staring at you. They're expecting that last piece of bread for dinner. You bring it out. Everyone cannot take their eyes off it. You instruct everyone to take a pinch, and slowly all 5 of you tear it apart like a wishbone. Everyone studies their piece of bread carefully, wondering how long it will last. Karen is the first to eat hers. She chews each bite a few hundred times before swallowing. Anatoly chews it cautiously, opening his mouth once he finishes each bite. Maria nibbles on it silently, eyes wide, moving from person to person. And Gregor just pops into his mouth like a cherry. It was gone in an instant. No point in dragging it out, I suppose. The group thanks you awkwardly. Just eat wood? Yeah, they could just eat wood. It's not much, but you've run out of options. You wish everyone good night and get ready for bed. You go to bed starving. Civil War soldiers literally ate their boots before resorting to cannibalism. If that's true, that's interesting. I guess boots, if they're leather boots, that's like technically cow. Still wouldn't call it meat, though. Good morning. Morning. Let me check if the rain has stopped. Yeah, it hasn't. It's still flooding. What are we gonna do? Humans can live about 2 to 3 weeks without food. Water isn't a concern. Rainfall should end in a day or two, right? Actually, precipitation can occur more than 215 days a year here. But do you really think it'll rain that long? Anatoly, it's been days already. What makes you think it'll stop soon? Ugh. Relax, everyone. Let's see how long we can ride this out. No, you should be making an exit strategy. That's what you should be doing. You should be able to find some kind of way to get past floodwaters. You know? Fingers crossed it's done by tomorrow. Yeah, you'll get wet and the water will be cold, but you'll be alive on the other side and you can go get food. I would take my chances with the floodwaters. That's what I would do if I was these anime dorks. Panic is slowly creeping in. Everyone's looking scared. But you need to survive. Karen and Gregor begin to discuss next options. Do you want to speak with Maria in the kitchen or Anatoly in the living room? Speak with Maria, talk with Anatoly, think instead about everything you've done wrong and how you've doomed everyone. Oh, man. That one seems a little loaded. First option? I don't want to do the first option. I'll talk with Anatoly. Hey, dude. Anatoly's still paging through the book. Hey, you really should have been more careful with our emergency supplies. What were you thinking? I was really hungry? That's no excuse. What if we starved to death here? Did Maria tell you about fleeing Ukraine? How rough that was? Is Maria the only one who's a refugee? Just leave me alone. Anatoly's mood seems sour. You leave him to the book. Dot, dot, dot.
I don't think any of us can take this much longer.
Gregor's voice starts to crack.
I don't want to ask this, but it's time. One of us needs to go outside and search for food.
Everyone is silent. I'll go. Maria! I used to swim all the time near my house, so I probably have the best chance of swimming through the floodwaters.
No!
Let me go instead.
You won't get very far if anything happens to your glasses, Anatoly.
You're blind as a mole rat, remember? That's true, but...
Little guy, let me go.
Gregor, Sounds good to me. Karen? His arms are definitely the longest, so he's probably the best at climbing trees out of all of us. No, that wouldn't be right. Gregor, let me go instead.
I get that none of these options are good ones, but we need to find food or help.
Gregor grabs a branch from the woodpile. He cuts it into different measurements.
Since we can't come to a consensus, let's draw for it. We'll each pick one from my hand, and the shortest will go outside to search for food.
You're not worried about drawing. You saw Gregor cut the branch lengths, so you can tell which is the biggest of the bunch. You pick it. You watch the others intently. Will it be Gregor? Anatoly? Karen? Will it be Maria? Looks like I've got the shortest. Maria.
Maria.
It's okay. Well, say goodbye to Maria, everyone. Jeez. I watched Anatoly forage earlier, so I'll know what to look out for. Just swim until you find higher ground, then scout the area. Maybe you'll find a fish out there. Everyone looks heartbroken. Karen, Anatoly, Gregor, I'll keep us alive. I promise. Oh my gosh. She promised. Everyone watches as Maria leaves the cabin. The silence is deafening. Goodbye. I can't believe that. The door shuts behind her. You can faintly hear her yell about how cold the water is, and then silence. Maria has left the cabin. I'm sure we'll see her again. The rest of the group nods. Everyone stays up, waiting and waiting. Yeah, she's not coming back. The sun is completely set. One by one, each person quietly shuffles off to bed. You get ready for bed and easily pass out. You have a strange dream. The two women in front of you could be twins. One of them you recognize, the other is a guest. You ask the guest to sit on a shovel, and then you try pushing it into the oven. Her legs are so strong, you can't get her into the oven. You curse at her repeatedly. Like this, you hiss. You stretch out your legs until your toes are almost sticking in the coals. You feel 4 hands on your shoulders, and both of them push you in. The familiar smell of smoke and burning hair cause you to throw up on the embers. You can't let it end like this. You rip the metal door off the oven, tearing through the wood logs of the cabin. Screaming, you chase the two through the woods. Your burns chill with the wind. The guest looks behind her, and her eyes widen when she sees you. She's terrified. Your fury rips trees out by their roots, soil from the ground, rocks from their pits. You've never been this angry in your entire life. Their stamina can't last forever. You're gaining on them. As you trample through a field of wheat, the guest throws a piece of cloth behind her. You catch the glint of it in the sun. Golden. As if by magic, the earth splits in front of you, creating a chasm of fire below. You fall into the pit, screaming as your eyes begin to sizzle from the heat. Hellfire fills your lungs. You're unable to scream anymore. You wake in a cold sweat. Max could probably be my bedtime reader because of how well he speaks. Well, thank you. I appreciate the compliment. So, Maria is dead. We all agree that she died.
Good morning. Do you think she made it to higher ground?
I believe in Maria. Me too.
She'll be fine. Right, little guy?
So what do we do now? Just wait? Karen, how long? It's been almost a day since she left. Anatoly and Gregor look nervous. Someone needs to go look for her. We need to wait, Karen. Wait for what? The nearest town is miles and miles away. Waiting is all we can do for now. So it could be days before she gets back? What they should have done is they all should have left together. Clearly that's what they should have done. First of all, stick together, don't break up, and all just leave together. You dorks. I have never seen anime characters who are so bad at survival. What are we supposed to eat? Mice?
Karen, I'm sure Anatoly will agree, but we'll discuss next options when we get to it. Every waking thought is about food now. I never should have eaten that much.
I'm... Karen's hands are involuntarily shaking. Gregor and Anatoly just nod in agreement. They don't even need her to elaborate. You're sure Maria will make it back? She promised. Everyone retreats to their areas. What do you want to do today? Speak with Anatoly in the kitchen. Talk with Karen in the bedroom. Yeah. Chat with Gregor in the living room. You know, Karen, we're about to starve. I don't see why we shouldn't find comfort in each other's bodies during our last moments. Hey, you don't have to lie to me. I know Maria's not coming back. I don't know where she came up with her being the best swimmer. I guess the only one that would know that would be Anatoly. Last summer, Anatoly would watch her swim from the shore. He could have been a lifeguard. Such a good swimmer. She never went under, but if she did, he would have pulled her out easily. Why would she lie about something like that? Karen seems deep in thought. Maybe it's better to leave her alone. You close the door softly. Well, that was unromantic. ...
I can't stop thinking about that vegetable stew.
I'd be fine with the bread and jam. I'd be fine with just the strawberries. Nobody else laughs.
I would kill for some vegetables right about now.
You would too. I'm gonna try to get some sleep. Good night. Night. Oh my gosh. The squirrel is gone? Is the squirrel gone? I'll have to look to see if the squirrel is gone. But also, we have chompettes. We can eat chompettes. You fall asleep quickly, but you only dream about desecrating a corpse? You wake in a cold sweat. in a completely different room. His squirrel is gone. Is the squirrel gone? Good morning. Karen's looking worse. Will you cook for the group today? You take out a cutlet of meat and begin to cook it in the oven. You cooked meat. Where did you get that? You ignore Karen's question. What's that smell? Gregor finally gets off the couch. Where did you... The three are looking at you, salivating. You take the charred meat out of the oven, cutting it into small cutlets. They immediately grab some off the plate, chewing ferociously. You take a piece and immediately devour it. Do you have any more of this? You explain how the meat is stored securely, hidden, so you can ration better this time. I understand.
Thank you.
Anatoly runs to the bathroom, puking in the toilet. You can hear him sobbing for a few minutes.
This taste is...
What is it? What is it? Gregor wanders off. Anatoly returns, looking choked up. What is it? I was too weak. Left you some of the meat. Don't fight this, Anatoly. Anatoly takes a cutlet from the plate, turning his back to the group as he devours it. You can hear him crying. Finally, my focus is coming back. Going to read some of those books. Keep them occupied, okay? Karen leaves you with the men. Who do you want to talk to? Speak with Anatoly in the bathroom. You knock on the door first. Anatoly? Yeah, it might have been squirrel meat. Either squirrel or Maria or penis. Yeah, it's my penis meat. I cooked up some of my penis for a nice massage. Thanks for checking in on me. You ask if he still feels sick. Not anymore. I think it was a mental thing. Please don't tell me where the meat came from. The less known, the better. You nod. Thank you. You're sure Anatoly will remember that? I don't know. Don't trust that mystery meat, you guys. You leave Anatoly and go tidy up some parts of the kitchen. Hours pass. The meal gave everyone the perseverance to keep going. Eating will just make them hungrier. They're fine now, but soon they'll be begging for more. What is that? Is that something we can eat? Can we eat this? These plants here that may be vegetables? We've waited long enough. What's for dinner? You calmly explain that you want to ration the meat better this time, and there will be no dinner. Fine. I understand.
I guess I'd rather eat tomorrow than more today.
No arguments. Perfect. Max, you need to send Goofball through the screen to help them? Hey, what if I could? You fall asleep instantly tonight. Goofball would probably just make fun of them.
Ha ha, you're starving. Ha ha, you have to eat. Stupid humans.
You have a strange dream. You're having dinner with a blacksmith, but he's not touching his food. He clears his throat, stroking his beard.
I can forge anything,
he says. Your eye has been giving you issues lately, so you reply, Forge me a new eye, then. You laugh. But then the ropes come out. He ties you to your chair with a long rope to prevent you from struggling. You rip the rope apart, even without trying, so the blacksmith uses a thicker rope. No turning back now. He takes a hot poker out of the coals. Holding it in front of his face, you can see his beard and eyes watching you. He slowly brings back the poker, aiming carefully for your eye, before plunging it through your skull with a sickening crunch. The force of the blow throws you backwards a few feet. You're unable to break the ropes. You vomit all over your chest. as the smell of your decimated eye floods your nostrils. The blacksmith stands over you, spitting on your body. You wake in a cold sweat. Oh, I need a drink. You wake up to see Gregor looking out the window. He turns to you, not smiling. Take a look out the window. You notice anything?
Oh yeah, that's right, I talk like this.
The floodwaters have receded a little bit, but everyone is still bound to the cabin. I could swim in that easily! The trail used to be completely visible. It's gone now. Good morning, big guy. Will Maria make it back? This might sound a little crazy, but every night around 2 a.m. I can hear her outside. She makes this awful gurgling noise, like she's trying to get water out of her lungs. Have you heard her, Gregor?
Sometimes when the rain gets faint, I think I can hear her whispering.
I haven't heard anything like that. When she's whispering, it's like she's trying to tell you something, right?
Yes!
Oh, that's not your normal face. That is not your normal face.
And back to normal.
Sometimes I hear her crying through the radio. But that's just a broadcast, right?
Oh my gosh, that is the scariest face. I hate that. I hate that face.
I think we should have another piece of meat for breakfast. One step closer to Maria. It's what she would have wanted. What's gotten into you, Anatoly? Anatoly's eyes look at you, begging. Bring us another slab, please. He clearly doesn't have the stomach for it. I can't get the taste out of my mouth. Please help me. Anatoly. Gregor looks pained at Anatoly's words. I think he's right. Please, bring us more of that meat. You grab some of the meat from your secret hiding place. You cut it into squares. Add it to the boiling cauldron of water. It will taste bland without any seasoning, but you need to serve it right away. What's taking so long? Boil it faster! It looks almost done. Patience. It's finally finished. You serve the meat in bowls. They don't look happy. They don't look happy. Gregor drinks the broth first before swallowing the chunks whole, like a duck does when eating bread. Anatoly creates ripples in the broth using the spoon. He isn't eating. I'm sorry about earlier, everyone. I'm sorry I got the weird, creepy monster face. I don't know what overtook me. Maria. Anatoly begins to weep. You look over at Karen. You didn't even notice her start to eat. There's just an empty bowl now. There's just an empty bowl now. Karen is staring right at you. How much more meat is left? To explain how most of it has gone bad. This is the last of it. How could you be so careless again? You remember Karen's knife. You need to think fast. What the hell are we supposed to do now? Wait around again? This storm isn't ending. Clear your throat. Anatoly? Yes? I think tomorrow you should look for Maria. Or forage for plants outside. I think you should go tomorrow, little guy. Nobody else can identify edible plants like you. Please, Anatoly. You can swim back after a few hours. Gregor is right, Anatoly. Maybe you'll find Maria out there. I think Maria's fine by herself. He still hasn't accepted what happened yet. She doesn't need anyone's help. But we need your help, Anatoly.
That's right, Anatoly. Please help us.
Let me sleep on it, okay?
No problem, little guy.
Humph. Everyone shuffles off to their rooms, reading books and knitting to pass the time. Frankly, this whole thing is very unromantic. I agree. I agree. Things have taken a turn for the worse, it would seem. But what can you do? What can you do? You go to bed ravenous. Maria. Something is approaching.
Onion!
Onion? Hey! Is it the Chompette?
Don't be a crybaby. It's just me.
Hey, Onion's back! Finally! Finally, something good happens. Hey, everyone, it's Onion! It's our friend Onion. We're not starving anymore. Onion is here.
Don't be a crybaby. It's just me, Onion. Onion. Not going to be very sweet today. I'm worried about Anatoly. He's going to cave to peer pressure. Can you stop him from leaving the cabin?
You don't answer, Onion.
Please. Don't you trust me?
You shake your head.
I got a fun factoid for you. Did you know that leaving an unpeeled onion in your room absorbs bacteria? It will help prevent colds and ward off viruses. That was a lie. The fun factoid of that myth, people actually believed that in the 1500s. How embarrassing. Who would believe that? There was even a doctor in 1919 who caused a surge of people believing it. Anyways, you know what smells like a raw onion left in a room? You! It's been a while since your last bath, right?
You can't remember.
Could smell you before I even came into the room. Yikes. So you can stop Anatoly from leaving? I know he has cabin fever, but this is ridiculous. It will be impossible to stop a grown man from leaving. Oh, that's me. It would be impossible to stop a grown man from leaving. Please. We don't need another one stalking the hallways, tapping on the windows, crying through the radio.
You have the sudden urge to scream.
Why do you think I've been using the mouse holes to get around? Scared to death that I'll run into her. Don't make me tattle to Cabbage about you. She can be as mean as Potato if you get on her bad side. Just kidding, she's great. Anyways, when the time comes, just tell Anatoly you care about him and don't want him to leave. Even if it's for me, okay? You can trust me. I'm an onion. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to work on some new ice skates. They're made of butter slices, so I'll get to skate around the frying pan tomorrow. Later!
Yeah, he could be made into a blooming onion, I think. Your mind finally manages to forget everything that happened. You fall asleep again, still ravenous. Oh my gosh, I am starting to get hungry IRL, and it's making the game more immersive. You have a strange dream. A fox is collecting payment in your living room. You despise him! So you put 2 dogs at the bottom of a sack, then add 6 chickens on top. Don't know what any of that means, but okay. The fox smiles at you and leaves. At some point in his journey, the fox will eventually open the sack, and the dogs tear the fox in half. Filled with such loathing for the fox, you gave him the only thing you had for food, all of those chickens. As the snow piles up outside, you begin to eat whatever you can find. Pillowcases, candles, leather. One day you wake up and have nothing left to eat. Absolutely nothing, just an insatiable hunger. A few days later, you go mad and leave the cabin, completely ravenous. A nearby tree looks like charred meat. Your iron teeth cut through the tree bark, tearing your gums apart by the splinters. Your mouth fills quickly with blood. Days later, a deer gallops by, the first creature in the woods to see your corpse. You wake in a cold sweat. Oh, I didn't get a scary image that time. Something smells terrible in the living room. Someone puked in a corner. You wipe it up with a rag to save them the embarrassment. Alright, who puked? Good morning.
Good morning, little guy.
Well, Anatoly, what's your decision?
I barely slept last night.
Her whispers came through one of the holes in the floor. She kept telling me to come outside.
Well, we don't want to rush you, but one of us puked last night.
So that's what that smell was. Anatoly, my patience is wearing thin. You have 1 hour to make a decision. Why? Why so quickly?
Because I'm not waiting any longer.
You can see the glint of Karen's knife under her dress. Best to watch out for that knife. The group disperses. Tensions seem to be rising. You have 1 hour to kill. What do you want to do? Talk with the Chompettes. Converse with Karen in the bedroom. Chat with Anatoly near the basement. Speak with Gregor in the living room. Well, guys, what do you want me to do? Everyone weigh in the chat on what you want me to do. Are you finishing the game today? I don't know. I don't know how long the game is. Chompettes, the Chompettes, talk to food, talk to the knife lady, Anatoly. I want you... Oh, Goofball's awake. Hey, Goofball. I kind of want to talk to the Chompettes. Goofball is like, oh, those options are terrible. I'm going back to sleep. I hope you finish it. This is good. Yeah, I'm starting to enjoy it. I didn't like the beginning. I thought it got off to a rocky start. Yeah, I'm gonna try talking to the Chompettes. None of the fun Chompettes are around. Thankfully, Potato has kept hidden this entire time. And nothing can we call our own but death. And nothing we can call our own but death. And that small model of the barren earth, which serves as paste and cover for our bones. Oh, sorry. Didn't see you creeping up behind me. I was reciting my favorite line from William Shakespeare. Did you know which play it was from? It wasn't the one with the weird sisters. You take a wild guess. That's right. The life and death of King Richard II. Before I came to this cabin, I used to read all of the classics. Why did I stop? I can't turn the page with just my tongue. Hell, I can't even nudge the book off the bookshelf. Pathetic, right? You nod. Yeah, I've been watching your progress so far, and I must say, very strange choices, even for someone like you. I've wondered why you're so accommodating for these four. Pity I didn't receive the same treatment. Oh well. Excuse my ramblings. Are you here for another survival lesson? You shrug. Excellent. No shame in preparing for the absolute worst. Ahem. 36 hours have passed. You have no food. What happens? For starters, your brain stops craving glucose. But there's a good reason for that. Your guts have begun shrinking, and your livers have transformed fatty acids into chemical compounds called ketone bodies. Have I lost you already? There's books on the bookshelf that can explain all of this. Anyways, ketone bodies mimic glucose for the brain and provide about 2/3 of the energy needed to function. Sounds pretty great, right? Oh, my sweet summer child. Using ketone bodies gradually acidifies your body, which can lead to ketoacidosis. Ketoacidosis is common in diabetics. But how do you know if you have ketoacidosis? Well, a large amount of acetone is released in your urine and respiratory system. Your breath will smell something like fingernail polish, which smells like... I can't remember. No nose to smell now. But looking at your face, I bet your breath smells much worse. If only the Chompettes had something nice to say about you. Here, have another recipe card. You unlocked Potato's recipe. I personally wouldn't make it. But you have a taste for things like this. Don't you? You don't argue. Let's talk again, shall we? I won't be leaving here. Far too dangerous to go exploring right now. You shut the drawer and call everyone together for a meeting. Oh my gosh.
Anatoly, you okay, little guy?
Anatoly looks pale, like he's going to pass out. Anatoly, have you made a decision? Yes. I'll help you all out. I promise.
Thank you, Anatoly.
Big tears roll down Gregor's cheeks. I'll miss you, big guy.
I'll miss you, little guy.
They are so gay. What a gay couple. Men do not call each other big guy and little guy unless they're gay. Thank you, Anatoly. I know this wasn't easy, but it's for the best. Karen. Yes? Gregor looks at you expectantly. Excuse me.
Did you want to say anything to Anatoly?
You say nothing. Goodbye, Anatoly. Goodbye, everyone.
Good luck, little guy.
Anatoly has left the cabin. And then there were 3.
See you soon, little guy.
I guess all we can do now is wait. Tee-hee, good night. What are you smiling about? Karen goes to the bedroom to sleep.
I didn't tell him the truth.
Gregor is getting choked up.
I didn't tell him. I'm missing him already.
Gregor curls up on the couch for the night, turning his back to you. You shut your eyes, quickly falling asleep. You hear a scraping from the floor.
Found you! Ha ha ha!
You explain how this isn't a good time right now, Bread.
This is no laughing matter. I'm worried about Gregor. He's as tall as a tree, but as dumb as a brick. What's the root of that? Ha ha ha! Another cornbread classic. You're being very unpopular right now. That's a tree reference, get it? Anyways, you need to protect Gregor from the red-haired woman. Cabbage called an emergency Chompette meeting and told me to give you this mission. Watch out for that knife and protect Gregor at all costs. Understood?
No.
Does everyone look like a snack to you? I'm not giving you a choice on this. Let's try that again. Protect Gregor at all costs.
Alright, fine. You nod.
It's the yeast you can do, right?
You tell Bread that pun didn't make sense. It makes sense. He's bread. There's yeast.
On a roll today. I'll see you around.
That made sense. Bread hops away, squeezing himself through the mouse hole with a small pop. You fall asleep, thinking about what Bread told you. Protect Gregor by being the big spoon. I don't know. I'm not into Gregor that way. It's lying on the table in front of you. You take off the glasses first, partially cracked, and set them down next to the workbench. Working the saw, you wrap the cuts in an old newspaper. Some of it gets soggy immediately, so you begin drying the cuts with a towel before wrapping. Much better. You hear something approaching, so you clench a fist and get ready to strike whatever's coming for you. You wake in a cold sweat. What's that? You wake in a completely different place. Did you sleepwalk, or you found some meat? Everybody's still asleep. This would be a nice surprise after yesterday's events. You decide to cook breakfast for everyone, cutting each slice fairly thin. You brown each side in the oven. The smell is unique. Karen runs into the kitchen.
Whoa! What is that smell? Give it to me! Now!
You don't argue. Karen grabs a cutlet, burning her hands before bringing it to her mouth. Ack! She hungrily devours it, barely chewing. She grabs another cutlet off the plate and eats it. You thought she was concerned with rationing. Gregor wakes up from the couch and heads into the kitchen.
Oh, God. Already?
Gregor looks conflicted, but he succumbs to the hunger. They always do. Gregor eats his food in a few bites, carefully grabbing a second cutlet. The tears start streaming down his face, but he doesn't make a sound. You join them in the meal, quickly consuming the meat on the table. I need to wrap up soon. I have other things to do today. I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat this. I can think straight again. We'll be out of here in no time. No need to ration anything now. Karen is sounding more determined than before.
I'm going to lie down on the couch. Try to keep this food down.
Gregor crawls onto the couch, turning his back to you. Max, you still haven't saved the game. You want me to save? Okay, I'll save. Karen leans in for a whisper. I'm glad Maria and Anatoly are gone. They were stopping us from bonding properly. How did you get so good at it? You tell Karen. After one bite, it just made me feel whole again. Even with the nightmares, it's so worth it. It took a few nights, but I fought back. Now it's all I can think about. I read the book on necropsy. On necropsy. I don't know how you say that. The text is ancient, but the diagrams are beautifully drawn. Very descriptive. How many years did it take you to perfect the craft? You tell her. Yeah, right. I used to tell Maria that you weren't funny, but that's not true. Sorry about that. You've grown on me. Karen pauses, deep in thought. You know Gregor can't swim, right? He'd be the next to leave, but he doesn't stand a chance outside. They always seem to come back, right? In one way or another. Why wait for him to come back? Karen hands you a vial of liquid. I think you know what needs to be done. This is a strong anesthetic. Don't ask me how I found it. I want you to slip this into Gregor's mug tonight. This is for the best. He won't feel any pain until he wakes up. All you have to do is stand back and let me work on him. This request is beyond extreme. Will you do this for me? Why are you the bad guy all of a sudden? Have you been secretly kind of coordinating us eating everyone? Is that what's going on here? Why don't you do it? I need to psych myself up for what's next. This is my first time, and I want it to be perfect. Oof. Do I kill Gregor? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Follow the bread's rules. Listen to the chompettes. I don't know. I don't trust the chompettes. Why should I trust them? They are chompettes. They are little food people. I guess I'll do it. I knew you would. Thank you. You nod. She's learning quickly. You definitely think Karen will remember that. Your relationship is stronger. Karen hands you a vial of mysterious liquid, and you add it to Gregor's mug. Gregor? It's been a while since you've had some water. Come drink with us. Gregor looks frightened.
I can't stop thinking about the little guy. I can't even remember what happened before we arrived. It just never ends. I miss Anatoly and Maria.
Let us toast to Anatoly and Maria. They'll always be inside of us, Gregor.
A little on the nose.
Can't change that now. It's almost as if you could say we've killed Anatoly and Maria and they're in our stomachs right now.
What? Nothing. Gregor begins to weep. You're right. We're having it raw tonight, Gregor. Oh, wait, that was me. What?
Well, eating raw meat is one of life's great gambles. Get awfully sick, or... Gregor slowly puts the meat into his mouth, ignoring the smell. He swallows each bite with a wince on his face.
Trying not to get sick. I'll never forget the first time I met Anatoly. We were kids. I was chopping firewood outside the house. Anatoly brought over a butterfly net filled with them. He introduced himself and asked me if I wanted to hold one of the butterflies. I had never held one before. He told me not to crush it between my large paws. He did have miniature hands himself, so I get it. And Karen, what did you put in this water?
Would you do anything to save our friends, Gregor?
Of course.
Gregor's eyes start to droop.
What the hell was Karen's liquid?
I think it'd be best to have an early bedtime tonight. Let me help you onto the couch, Gregor.
Yeah. Thank you, Karen.
Gregor passes out cold. Thank you. I'll do the rest. Even if he screams, please ignore Gregor when he wakes up. Okay? You don't want to interrupt Karen with this. Goal. You leave her alone, going into the bedroom and crawling into bed Anatoly slept in. You fall asleep almost instantly. Save the game? You want me to save again? Do you guys know if I'm, like, closing in on the ending? Back to the game. I saved. Oh, hello. You are having a nightmare. Who is this? Who's behind your booty there? Thanks for letting me practice last night. I think I did a great job. Made us all some breakfast this morning to celebrate. Breakfast with what? That's a surprise. Gregor already finished his. Took a few hours, but he caved. Come on, let me show you. You get out of bed and head to the living room.
Oh boy. Why?
He's a little weak from the blood loss, but don't worry. Bandaged him up like a field medic. What is it, Gregor?
Where are my...
God, you're so stupid. Obviously, I took your arm and your legs for food. Shut up, stop whining. Maybe if you spent as much time reading books as chopping wood, you would have noticed the pages I was bookmarking in the necropsy book.
What are you talking about?
Do I have to spell it out for you? You can't swim. How are you supposed to help us out when you'd immediately drown? You'd sink like a log.
What?
I put some of your limbs away for safekeeping. That leg was pretty tasty, huh? Gregor goes pale.
How's that for a big breakfast? And don't try to crawl away. If you leave this couch, I'll end you. I don't want any of it to go bad, so we'll have to eat that fresh arm when everything else is gone. Speaking of which, going to start cooking another chunk. I'll leave you two alone to chat. This has gone too far.
Hey, all I wanted to do was keep everyone alive and together, but I failed at that. Are you disappointed in me?
No.
Thank you. That means a lot to me. Growing up, nobody had to tell me to be big and strong. It just happened naturally. My mother always made sure I was never hungry. Seconds, thirds, fourths, and yet I complained my belly was not full. One day on my way home from school, I was walking by the town inn and smelled something amazing coming right out of a pile of trash. I dug through it and discovered a bag. They threw away a meal that was fresh out of the oven for some reason. At least that's what I thought. I became ill with food poisoning. I hugged the toilet and cried for hours. My mother rubbed my back and eventually carried me to bed. I learned nothing from that experience. Like everywhere else, I was just here for the food. I'll never get this foul taste out of my mouth. She's going to keep eating me. I'm sorry. Getting too lightheaded to hold a good conversation. She's going to torture me again. You know that, right? You nod. Gregor grows a little more pale. Can you cover me with a blanket? I've never been this cold. This cabin, it chills me to the bones. Or what's left of them. Please, consider it my dying wish.
Yeah, consider your dying wish granted. Why would I refuse him a dying wish?
Much warmer now. Watch out for that knife, okay?
Gregor begins to look at Peace. You watch the last of Gregor's air escape his lungs. Oh, Gregor! What the hell do you think you're doing? You tell Karen that Gregor gave up. We could have kept him alive for another week. What's wrong with you? No matter. Plenty of food left now. How did I? How am I responsible for him dying? Karen leaves you alone. You head to the kitchen to try to find other remains. Gregor, you look at the pile of dishes and your mind starts to wander.
Let's play hide and seek. There's 5 of us to find. Can you find all of us? The red-haired woman should know where the basement key is, and I bet one of us is hiding down there. She's whittling something in the rocking chair right now, so watch out for that knife.
Probably best to avoid the knife.
Wait. Isn't that your knife? Why did you let her have it?
You shrug.
As the leader of the Chompettes, it's important you find all of us. So please don't forget any of us. Good luck.
Cabbage rolls away and tries to hide. Why would Cabbage want to play hide and seek right now? You've been neglecting the Chompettes lately. Can't hurt to play along with them, right? You go talk to Karen in the living room. She's looking good. Looks like Karen's just slicing away at a block of wood. Gregor's remains have been stored for safekeeping. Scrubbed all of the blood out of the couch to save you the trouble. Can I help you? What are you whittling with that knife? A wooden knife. It's a little redundant, but okay. Do you want one? No, I'm good. Liar. You wouldn't have enough money even if you did. You explain how lending Karen the knife should be payment enough for a wood knife. When I'm rescued, do you think I can trade a wooden knife for money? The answer is no. Go find the key in the kitchen and unlock the basement. I want to see the butchering room. You leave Karen to herself. Thankfully, there's not too many places for Cabbage to hide. Where do you want to check first? The cauldron? You hear some rustling around. Found her! She always picks the same hiding spot.
Cabbage!
Ah, you found me! Well done. As leader of the Chompettes, getting through mouse holes is a chore. Can't find any Chompettes to push me through. So I guess you'll have to help me out. Cabbage has joined the party! Hey, I got a companion. 4 Chompettes to go. I don't want to play hide and seek anymore.
Cabbage!
What are you talking about? You can't just not play hide and seek.
Are you sure? Yes, no more hide and seek.
Okay. Key is in the oven ashes. Grab it.
You got the basement key.
That's to the room where we found Potato. Check behind the cauldron for the other one.
You got the basement entrance key. Guessing that one will come in handy.
Chompettes! Game is over. Come on out.
Onion!
What happened? Quit already? I squeezed through a mouse hole. Only took 1 hour to pop out. Ha ha ha.
Raspberry!
Didn't think we'd all show up, huh? Not accurate, Raspberry. We're missing Potato. Nah, this is the original Chompettes. Raspberry's right. Let Potato sit in the basement. He's got company down there to keep him busy. That's enough bread.
And then they all scoot away. All of the Chompettes are now clinging to your back. Don't worry about us falling, just finish this. Perfect. The basement entrance. You've seen this door thousands of times. You hear Karen creeping up behind you. Hey, baby. Found you. You can see the knife out of the corner of Karen's dress. I don't know if I can wait any longer. Show me where you keep hiding the meat. Let's tear them apart, piece by piece, just like Gregor. Karen looks like she's ready to bury the knife into you. What do you do? Tell her about the Chompettes. Talking food? What the hell are you talking about? And there... You've lost it. You tell her about the Cabbage being leader of the Chompettes. No, you have to believe me. The Cabbage is the leader. She's the leader? A talking cabbage? What? Karen looks extremely upset. You tell her about Raspberry, onion, and bread. They asked you to save them? What the hell does that mean? You tell her about Potato. And there's a potato that's dangerous? A potato is killing people? You unlock the basement door. You've lost it, but thank you. I'll bring up some cutlets, and we'll have a great dinner together. Okay? See you soon. Ooh, she's not coming out of there. Karen descends the staircase into darkness. You lock the basement door. Did you? Did you just lock the door? You block out the screams of rage and bargaining. Given enough time, it will end. You crawl into bed and go to sleep. Jeez. This game's a bummer! Who even knows? Who even knows what's going on? You slept in today. The pounding has completely stopped. You really need to go to the bathroom. You decide to open your eyes. Oh, I'm already here. You must have sleptwalked into the bathroom last night. The glow of the candle is oddly comforting. The candle blew out, and the door locked. You find a flashlight in the corner of the bathroom and turn it on. Tutorial, you're in the dark, but you're not alone. Click on objects around the bathroom to get more information or find hidden clues. If you're stuck, just wait a little bit to see the glint of objects to inspect around the bathroom. Just move around your cursor to search the room.
Cabbage!
Hey, Cabbage.
Hello!
Hi.
Are you locked in the bathroom again?
You tell her about the candle being blown out.
Maybe you just need to try wiggling it a little bit.
You unlock the bathroom door.
Sometimes the simplest method is the best one. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to conduct the next secret chompet meeting. Later.
You quickly make your escape. Well, that's the shortest amount of time I've ever been trapped in the dark. Well, getting locked in the bathroom is enough excitement for one day. You get under the covers and quickly fall asleep. I literally just got up and went back to bed. Yeah, sleep all day. Sleep all day, cannibalism all night.
Wake up, sleepyhead.
Karen? No. Just your imagination again. Karen can't still be alive, right? Somebody's at the door. You grip the doorknob tightly, getting ready for what's next. Oh. Oh. That can't be the real Gregor. You determine the haunt has officially begun. Some spirits move on immediately, others linger. And some stop at nothing to give you a heart attack, or get you to fall down a flight of stairs, or cause you to wander into an early demise. No way of knowing which one the group will choose. The rain has stopped outside. You decide to go look at the window. Oh my gosh. The floodwaters are completely gone. We can get out of here. Go get Karen and leave. Karen would appreciate the good news, but not after locking her in the basement. No good reason to leave the cabin. Plenty of food here now. You've been so busy you've forgotten to eat. You head to the kitchen for a snack. Karen's hiding spot was too obvious. You take a few bites of meat. You lost more of your humanity. Not fresh enough. Oh well. You decide to crawl back into bed and get a little extra sleep. Still raining in this room. Whoa! Okay, number of days went down. That's a little weird. You have a strange dream. The clouds have parted. The rain has gone away. You wake in a cold sweat. Is this another trick, or... Stop whispering to me. Good morning. She's still sticking around. You head to the kitchen to get breakfast. Oh, the sun is out. Everything's back to normal. We did it, you guys. Your food is gone. That noise was coming from the living room. Anatoly? Nobody's here. Some deep scratches are dug into the wood by the couch. Something is approaching. It's making that noise. Sounded like it was coming from the basement door. You go over to investigate. This game is a little meandering. Like, it has really creepy moments that I like, but it's also a lot of, like... just a lot of meandering, I guess. A cold wind is blowing through the hole in the door. You get goosebumps all over your arms. Is this a... You wake in a cold sweat. Oh my gosh. Very spooky. Very spooky. I'm spooked. This game is officially giving me a spook. I have goosebumps for real. So I guess that was more dreaming. They're taunting you with a dream of a sunny day. You get out of bed and head to the living room. God, I need to quit, but I also don't want to stop playing. You can still smell Gregor here. Should you have intervened with Karen? Probably wouldn't have changed the outcome. It also might have led to your death. The couch is still comfortable, even after Gregor imprinted on it. You decide to take a nap, which quickly turns into a sleep. Oh my gosh, all I do is sleep! You wake up, you immediately go back to sleep. You wake up, you immediately go back to sleep. You must have woken up too early today. The cabin living room is pitch black. You pick up a flashlight nearby to explore the darkness. Oh... Anatoly. Oh, there. You notice a note sticking out from one of the books. I know you've been ignoring my other letters, so I am begging you, please bring back my daughter safely, or I will need to get the others involved. I have left payments outside your door, and I will pay any price. Please let her go. We don't have to involve anyone else. Okay, that doesn't sound good. You take the mother note with you. You decide to lay back down on the couch to get the rest of your sleep. Sleep, 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 sleep. You're dying of hunger, not of exhaustion. Some coffee and snap out of it. You slept-walked again. You can hear Potato mumbling in the drawer. Oh, it's you again. Tell me, is that first week with the red-haired woman and the others, where did you sleep? You think for a minute, but come up with nothing. It's worse than I imagined. If I can be honest, it was truly horrific to witness. Still nothing? You would routinely collapse in the middle of the hallway, sleepwalking into walls, or worse, going down into the basement. I can't believe you haven't broken your neck on those stairs yet. You seem to survive almost anything. Do I have that right? Must be that addiction to meat. Or something else. Would you share that secret with me? Sure. You tell Potato the secret. Wow, didn't think you'd be foolish enough to tell me. I'm living longer than expected already, but this is good information to take with me. Thank you. Was that the right thing to tell Potato? Ha 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 ha. It's a delight to watch you fall apart. What does that red-haired woman have in store for you? You haven't thought about Karen in a while. How many days has she been down there? You do realize she's probably been feasting on the three. She'll be much stronger than the last time you saw her. Ha 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 ha. Go downstairs, put an end to this. Not for the chompettes, just for me. You head for the basement door. The potato is creepy, that's right. You quickly do the math in your head and determine Karen will be dead in the basement. It's been enough days, right? Well, she has food down there. You open the door and prepare for the worst. Oh no. Oh, this is gonna be scary. No, no, no. I hate the long stairway into the pitch black basement. It's truly an evil thing. Hey Max, just letting you know there's a lot more to this game than the main story. Lots of secrets to be found and a lot of truths to be on hold, like something to shows some light about the little talking food. Okay. So, is it like the kind of thing where I'll have to play it again and again to get all the endings, to understand the entirety of the story? It's just a staircase. Nothing to be scared of. You begin your descent. Do I have to develop a game theory? Something is approaching. Oh my gosh. No! Stop it! Stop! Can you hear me? Maria? I've been down here the entire time. It's so good to see you again. There's plenty of bread down here. Why aren't you saying anything? I'll never forgive you for what you did. You put Anatoly through hell. You desecrated my corpse. You gave them that disgusting hunger. All of that is water under the bridge now. Well, you said you'd never forgive me, so what is it? Anatoly's down here. Come have some bread with us. They always try things like this. Their anger, concentrated near their grave. leads to tricks and traps. You're not falling for this one.
Why aren't you listening to me? There's bread down here, loaves of it.
Fine.
I won't stop you from finding the others down here. One piece of advice: beware of Karen. She is ill beyond repair.
I think Karen has the hunger.
Gregor will try to talk you out of reaching the room. Anatoly will try to talk you into leaving the cabin. And Karen will rip the flesh from your bones. We'll talk again.
You feel Maria leaving the staircase. You go deeper into the abyss. The walls down here, they're dirt and soot. Something is approaching. Stop getting closer and closer to the blackness. It's making me so anxious. If you're gonna jump me, then jump me already.
I'm glad I found you. The rain outside has stopped. Did you hear that knocking?
Another trap.
Everyone's upstairs and wants to leave.
Maria was worried sick about you. You tell Gregor about speaking with Maria.
Guess I can't lie to you, huh? You just stood there while Karen took my limbs, doing nothing. Are you frightened by her?
A little bit.
If you won't come upstairs with me, please turn on the light when you reach the room. I want to see the look on your face when that light bulb turns on. Can you do that for me?
You nod.
Huh. Thank you. Thanks for letting me lick the bowls clean.
That was enough to keep him at bay.
We'll meet again soon. Beware, Karen.
You feel Gregor leaving the staircase. You descend deeper into the abyss. Are you guys spooked in the chat? Everyone who's spooked in the chat, just write the word spooked, so I'll know who's spooked and who isn't. The air pressure down here feels greater. Alright, we got a few spooks. We got a few spook-ed chat members. You're getting closer to Karen with each step. Something is approaching. Is it the squirrel? Oh. Thought you'd still be fending off that glutton Gregor right now. It's the femboy. You tell Anatoly about meeting with Gregor. Oh. I was going to try to see if you wanted to pick onions with me. You shake your head. Guess there's no fooling you, huh? You survived this long, and now you'll need to fend off Karen. I can't tell if I'd rather have you or her sticking around down here. You ask Anatoly where Karen is. Oh! She's just below us, waiting to devour you. Karen's been practicing on her butchering again. Maybe she'll start with your arms. Ha ha ha. Down here, the whispers have told me about you. I can't even believe some of the things you've done. Worse than any war crime. I don't know about that. That's a bit of an exaggeration. So many whispers about those sorts of things. So many whispers down here. It ends at the bottom. Karen might be alive down here, but you won't be. See you again soon. You feel Anatoly leave the staircase. You grit your teeth and keep going. Your feet finally hit solid ground in the basement. Something doesn't feel right.
Look behind you.
You feel around the walls blindly and locate the light switch.
Hello.
Oh, it's the damn cabbage! Hello, cabbage. You've come so far, proud of you.
Cabbage,
As leader of the Chompettes, I wanted to let you know we have your back. No matter what happens down here, just call out to us and we'll be there.
Boy, boy.
Honest.
Boy.
Wouldn't let you die down here. When you yeast expect it, we'll roll with you. Ha ha ha. You can't sneak up on me. I'm Raspberry, bitch.
Raspberry.
but sneaking up on you, extremely easy. Are you deaf?
Raspberry.
That was pretty cruel even for me.
Your ears have so much dirt in them, they could probably grow potatoes. Ha ha ha. We'll have to work on those jokes, Potato. Sure. Weren't you hiding in the basement room? Circumstances have changed. I wouldn't miss a killing for the world. Am I gonna die? Just remember, down here, you can call on us. We'll help you out in a bind. And if you get lost down here later, please avoid the room where it happened. I can't speak for the others, but I'd like to forget what happened there. Alright, they're all dotting. I don't think we'll ever forget that, Potato. But thank you for coming along with us. I wouldn't call it a change of heart, because you really never had one, Potato. You should have rotted down here, but I'm glad you're here to help. Wish I had a joke here, but what you did was no joking matter. That's enough. Chompettes, let's help out. The Chompettes get in position behind you, ready for what's next. You feel around the wall blindly and locate the light switch. Karen, took you long enough. Let's end this. Oh, I have to fight Karen? Do I have to fight Karen now? Karen readies the knife. You're going to taste better than Gregor. Whoa! Should have never left Ukraine. Attack, dodge, or chompette. Try attack. You attack Karen with a lunge. You barely land the soft punch. Karen lunges at you. You've started to bleed. Karen licks her lips. You will fit in the cauldron. Will you fit in the cauldron? Let's see what the Chompettes can do. Hey, as leader of the Chompettes, can't leave you hanging. All of us are ready to help you out here. I see you've ignored my warning to watch out for that knife. Ha 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 ha. Please survive this fight. We want to play hide and seek again. Chompettes, help out! Cabbage has filled you with hope. You gain 5 HP. This was an ideal time to talk to the Chompettes. Karen looks confused, though. It'd be best to watch out for that knife. How do I watch out for the knife? What does that mean? I can dodge. Okay, that didn't work. The cut is deep. This will need to be treated if you make it out of this alive. Karen catches her breath. A tear rolls down Karen's cheek. Should have never left Ukraine. Okay, well, it feels like nothing is working. Dodge. Alright, dodge again. Karen slashes at you with her knife. You dodge Karen's knife, feeling the air hit you. You shouldn't be this fast. Karen looks you dead in the eyes. Oh, this is like Earthbound now. Karen laughs at you. Won't be burying you. Do I just keep dodging? I guess we're fighting Gygus from Earthbound now. It's a very creepy effect. I like it. Right hooker? Guys, what should I do? You cannot grasp the true nature. This is all Putin's fault. Yeah, I agree. Everything is Putin's fault. You should dodge? Okay, I'll keep dodging. You stumble into the wall, nearly breaking a bone with the impact. Pathetic. It'd be best to watch out for that knife. Ugh, the cut is deep. This will need to be treated if you make it out of this alive. Karen catches her breath. Should have kept the door locked. Okay, well that didn't work. You beat Tyson, you can beat her. I don't know, I mean, she's crazier than Tyson. Heal, Max. I don't know how to heal. How do I heal? I don't know what to do. Use Chompettes. Okay. Hey, it's me, Onion. No crying down here, okay? Let me look at those wounds. Blood? Gross. Your eyes begin to water. What did I tell you about crying? You got this, champ. Good luck. Onion's words make you feel a little better, but only a little bit. You gain 5 HP. Okay, the onions and the Chompettes are not helping me, okay? Karen lunges at you. Okay, I'm just dying. Nothing I am doing is working, and I am just dying. Are you talking to yourself again? Karen laughs at you. Won't be burying you. Attack? You try throwing a punch. Karen easily dodges it. It'd be best to watch out for that knife. I don't know what to do. Nothing is working. You guys. I'm guessing you're supposed to die here since her knife does so much damage. Are you just supposed to die? Is it just an unavoidable death? Nothing's working. Karen takes a break to study you. Karen readies the knife. You're going to taste better than Gregor. A tear rolls down Karen's cheek. Should have never left Ukraine. It's an indie horror game. You're meant to die because it's profound, and so MatPat will make a video. Maybe I should make an indie horror game. Was this game popular? I feel like I could make something like this. You attack Karen with a lunge. You barely land the soft punch. Karen lunges at you. Yep, that's it. I'm done. You started to bleed. I'm going to eat those ears first. Okay, eating an ear would not be good. That's all cartilage. You would not enjoy it. Karen tackles you to the ground, plunging the knife into you repeatedly. She devours your body on the floor of the basement. Okay. Your corpse lasts a week. Okay, the end. I would say I got the bad ending. Took you long enough. Oh, I have to fight her again? Let's end this. Should have kept the door locked. Okay, so I get to fight her as many times as I want, I guess. But the question is, how do I beat her? What if I just try the chompettes? I don't really care who dies down here. You're both pretty awful. Good luck. Potato's words cut pretty deep. It does make you feel a little better, though. You gain 5 HP. Karen lunges at you. You started to bleed. Are you talking to yourself again? Karen licks her lips. Will you fit in the cauldron? Max can beat Mike Tyson, but he can't beat an anime girl. Just attack? I'm pretty sure you can the numbers instead of cursor. Not sure what that means. Block Bell, I'm sorry, I don't know what you mean. Keep using the chompettes? Just spam vegetables. Stomp her bitch ass. I don't know, I'm kind of stumped. I only have 3 options, and none of them are great. I'm secretly everyone's favorite chompette. But I owe all of this to my cousin Cornbread, Razael. You point out that Razael was one of Onion's relatives. Oh, haha. It's getting harder and harder to recall any long-term memories. Is Onion my sibling? You shake your head. Oh, good luck. Bread. You gain 5 HP. This was an ideal time to talk to the chompettes. Karen looks confused, though. Looks like Karen is plotting her next attack. Okay, if she's plotting her next attack, I'll dodge. Karen takes a break to study you. Should have kept the door locked. Dodge again? Karen slashes at you with her knife. You dodge Karen's knife, feeling the air hit you. You shouldn't be this fast. Karen looks you dead in the eyes. Karen is studying you. Should have killed me earlier. No chance of that now. I talk to the chompettes again. Always merry raspberry is a lie created by cabbage. You know me by now, and I've never acted merry, correct? You nod. Are you going to devour the red-haired woman when you win? Or leave her corpse to stink up the basement? We both know your answer. Let's end this. You feel a flood of emotions from the chompettes. Anger, sadness, joy, determination. Your bones feel quicker, like your reflexes are improved. The chompettes have imbued a second wind inside you. You get ready for Karen's next attack. No, Karen. Not this time. My love. My love! No! That looks like the potato. I don't know, you guys can't see that. There was I just unlocked an achievement and it looked like they had the potato from Cuphead in it. Karen quickly stumbles down the hallway, turning left at the end. You're hobbling after her, but the room is pitch black here. The rot of a decaying flesh here is nauseating. You can hear the small echo of Karen's footsteps disappearing below, making this room feel enormous. You can't see their eyes, but you can feel them. You're being watched. The staircase in the center winds downward, spiraling into the abyss. You're getting lightheaded again. Gravity almost gets the best of you a few times as you work your way to the bottom. Your shoes stick to the floor when you reach the bottom. The smell of mildew and something rotten makes you gag. You can barely make out the outlines of door frames in each direction. You head east, opening the door. You feel Karen's presence close by. Oh, hello. Oh, also hello. And hello to you. All of my friends. You guys look great. I have to say, you just look great. Back together again. Drowned and dissected. The Butcher of Hope has returned. Where's Karen? Lost in the abyss. Her rage blinds her. Ravenous, completely ravenous. She will never be able to move on. Bound to this cabin by you, she will never escape. Those that die in the cabin are bound to different rules. Do we become chompettes? Fleeing west did nothing. Victims will always gravitate to this cabin. Always find a way to you. You wretch. You abomination. You horror. Turn on the light and savor your inhumanity. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Reap what you have sown. Maria, and Anatoly, Gregor, Karen. Cooking companions. Hey! It's over, guys. I mean, you know, reap what I sowed, what I have sown, what I sowed. What did I do? I didn't do nothing. I was just trying to survive. Karen was the bad one. I have to say, I don't know if I'm crazy about that ending. I do like a nice mystery ending, though. I don't, you know, I'm not typically like the kind of guy that needs to be spoon-fed everything. But I would also say that it did kind of feel like this story had more mysteries than answers. But maybe not in the best way. It was kind of a bummer, though. At least Yuppie Psycho had, like, its funny moments, but this was just, like, strictly a bummer. By the way, one of the devs was in your chat, and thanks you for playing, Max. It was earlier. Oh, I wish they were still here. So that I could tell them that I did like their game. I enjoyed it. I thought that was fun. There's a lot more to this game, and also a sequel in the works. How many devs did this game have? Probably not a whole lot. At least it didn't try to be pseudo-intellectual like Doki Doki. Was Doki Doki pseudo-intellectual? The sequel has a big, strong woman. Ooh. Do we like that? Do we like big, strong women? I guess so. I guess there's nothing to dislike. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Let me stretch. And you. That's me! That's me! Me! Oh, it's gone. Never mind. Plenty more meat still on those bones. All right. You hear talking upstairs. Thieves? You grab your flaying knife and silently go up the stairs. You'll eat well tonight. Oh, and everyone's back! The four look completely shocked at the sight of you. She doesn't look like she has the courage to speak. We've been lost for a few days. Your cabin is the only hut we've seen out here. Can we stay here for a few nights? You clear your throat and ask the questions you've asked thousands of times. Did you come on your own free will, or were you sent? We were technically sent. Anatoly, we came on our own free will. The woman looks confident in her answer. They answered incorrectly. You clear your throat again, coughing profusely. You may stay in my cabin until you're ready to leave. The group looks terrified of you, as they should be. Ooh, wasn't that trail steep? Yeah. The group finally returns to normal. It's forced, but they attempt to save face. That walk was brutal, but this cabin is amazing. Full kitchen, running water. It really has everything. Finally, a place I can read a good book in peace. You can't read! Is that it? You got a black screen. Oh. You have new characters. Selena. Rhina, check it out. Rhina? That's an awful name. Rena? We're going to say it's Rena. A cabin all the way out here? What about that psychopath? We lost him a few kilometers ago. Don't worry. Doesn't look like anyone's home. Hello? Come on, Rena. Sun is setting. Let's take shelter here just for the night. You sure that's a good idea, Selena? Of course. Front door has a few different ways to lock it. Should keep him at bay if he shows up. Hope there's some snacks in here. Bolek. I guess we don't have a good choice. We'll head back to Zakopane in the morning. Don't worry about it. It's just for one night. You decide to join up with your friends inside. We're getting new characters now? Are these children? That looks like Tweak from South Park. Doesn't that look like Tweak? I'm going to say that's... And this is Cartman. I'm going to say that's Cartman. Did you lock the door? All set. Could you see him out the window? No, he probably went back to town. Is anyone here? No, yelled and stomped around. Nothing. This cabin is abandoned. Let's stay here tonight. What? Relax. It's going to be freezing outside tonight, so it's either him or us. Let's avoid making a fire. Don't want him to see us in the distance. No fire? There's blankets in the bedroom. We'll be fine, Oleg. This cabin chills me to the bones. We'll need him. Whenever Bolek gets nervous, he tells a joke to break the tension. Does that mean you're Cornbread? Is that you? Are you Cornbread? Got one of Razael's classics for you. I don't know how to say that name. What do you call a snowman's kids? Children. Blah. Heh. Let's split up and search the cabin. If you can find any food for us to eat tonight. See if you can find any food for us to eat tonight. I'll take the bedroom. Leave the living room to me. Rena, I'll search the kitchen. No need to help me. You sure? Am I Rena? Of course. I know exactly where to look first. I got the Zakopane Junior Baker Award, remember? Selena. All right, everyone. Let's move out. Tutorial. Help the team by searching for supplies. Unfortunately, your bond with Selena, Oleg, and Bolek is unbreakable. Focus on exploring the cabin. You only get one choice, so choose wisely. Who do you want to help out first? What I want to do is save and quit. Because I'm not ready to start a new kind of epilogue story right now. Oh wow, look at how many save states you can make. It's almost been 3 hours. I know. I'm ready to quit. We have to end here. Yeah. Cooking companion. A very enigmatic game, very mysterious, very spooky. Would you be willing to play the rest of Yuppie Psycho? I missed your first stream. Well, the VOD is still up, and let's go to the title screen. The VOD is still up, so you can still check it out. On Monday, I'm gonna hold a poll of which game we can play next. It will either be Yuppie Psycho only up or this again. Although even with this, I'm not sure if there's much more to do. I guess I would have to find out. Extra. Ooh. That's one hell of a cool illustration, honestly. Oh my gosh.
Hey, what you doing in that oven there? Looks like you're getting toasty.
These are ones I haven't unlocked, I guess. That's me when I wake up in the morning. I don't remember coming across this. Got some concept art. Originally their names were Kate and Mary. Pretty cool. But yeah. And my beautiful blushing bride. How gorgeous. Truly a gorgeous woman. And all of my friends. All of my friends smiling for me. Okay. So that's Cooking Companion. Yeah, this is the achievement that I got. That looks like the Cuphead. The Cuphead, potato. I like it. I had fun today. I don't know about you guys, but I did. I did enjoy that. Got off to a slow start. Very slow start, but then, you know, it kind of unfolded. And it went in some pretty interesting directions. I enjoyed myself. And I hope that you guys enjoyed yourselves. I hope that everyone had fun today. Thank you to everyone who came to the stream today. Thank you for inviting me into your home and allowing me to spend the afternoon with you. It's been an honor and a privilege. And we had fun. And that's the bottom line. And remember, red and yellow, black and white, you are precious in my sight. So long.